hope everyone is having a wonderful day, you guys. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. So we got breaking news, you guys. Do you guys know that Abercrombie and Fitch, the ex-CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, the clothing company, got indicted today? Y'all, he got indicted today for sex trafficking from different countries, you guys. Some of the sickest things, like Diddy. Was Diddy snitching? Was Diddy gonna go to the left instead of going to the right to Clive Davis and him? Hey KMR, how are you? Welcome in, KMR. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hold on just a second, you guys. Okay. Welcome in, you guys. Y'all. KMR, what is going on? Diddy has snitched on these CEOs. And there's more to come, you guys. If y'all don't know, Diddy had his brand, the Sean John clothing line. Did he link up with these people and snitch on them because he was doing what he's doing and got caught? Now he's trying to snitch on other CEOs of clothing brands. Y'all, this CEO is like 80 years old. He's old, and he was sex trafficking other men for him and his other male lover. Y'all, this is so disgusting, y'all. This is nasty. This is nasty. I cannot believe that the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, who else is going to come out? Is it going to be Guess and Gucci? Are they all these brands doing the same thing? Yo, I know that Sean John brand that Diddy had, you guys. Diddy had to link up with all these fashion and clothing designers, you guys. This is breaking news. Today, this morning, you guys, they indicted Abercrombie and Fitch's ex-CEO. And what I found out is that they basically like made him retire and get out of there because possibly the stuff that he was doing, you guys. And Diddy is snitching on them before he snitches on Clive Davis and all those other people. Also, you guys, on the list of people that are on the videos has came out, you guys. So we're gonna go over that too. We are going to go over that. Who is on these tapes, y'all? And also, all these court cases with the minors, there is a judge that is saying that they do not want these people to be named as Hollywood Mogul 1 or Hollywood Mogul A or B or C. No, they want the names, you guys. They want the names. They want the Denzel name on there. They want the P. Diddy name on there, the Oprah, the Tyra Banks. Y'all smash the like button. This is breaking news, you guys. We are going to get into it. There is videos out here, you guys, on the live press conference, you guys. The feds are not playing. They are bringing down the house. This CEO was a millionaire too. He had a lot of money, y'all. This is breaking news. Y'all smash the like button as you guys come in the building, y'all. We are going to get right into it, y'all. They are bringing down the house. Abercrombie and Fitch's ex-CEO, Mike Jeffries, has been indicted, you guys. He has been indicted, and he's like an 80-year-old man. And he looks like a whole monster. Y'all, he was sex trafficking men from other countries, you guys, and flying them on his plane. Y'all, smash the like button. This is crazy. This is crazy. I mean, y'all, this is beyond belief. I thought that the man was married. No, he has a lover. He's gay. And he was doing this for him and his lover. Y'all, they set up a whole secret little thing to recruit these men from other countries just so they can take advantage of them. They were putting stuff, all kind of rugs and stuff to make them have like Viagra, to make them, their things erect so that they can take advantage of them. Y'all, this is sickening. But y'all, we are going to watch the press conference. You guys, smash the like button, y'all. Welcome in, y'all. We are going to get right into it, you guys. This is crazy. This is breaking news. It just happened today. They indicted the Abercrombie and Fitch CEO along with, I believe it was two other people. I believe it was his Mike Jeffries lover and another guy. But y'all, we're going to get right in this press conference, you guys. This is unbelievable, you guys. This is unbelievable. Can y'all believe it? They are bringing down the house, and the FBI said they don't care who you are, how much money you got. If you were found breaking the law, doing this, all this sex trafficking, like this is like the hot thing that is coming out that everybody is being aware of. They are coming for you. Look, time's up. They are coming for you. The FBI, the HSI, the feds are not playing. They are bringing down the house, you guys. And y'all, we are going to get right on into it, you guys. I mean, this is crazy. I cannot believe some of the sick things that they said in this press conference that this guy was doing. This is disgusting, y'all. And he was the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. I used to wear their clothes too. I used to go shopping at Abercrombie and Fitch, but not no more. Absolutely not. Y'all smash the like button. This is sickening. So is Guess gonna come out? Is like Ralph Lauren, are they doing the same thing? Are they sex trafficking people too? What other brands, you guys? I mean, Guess, Gucci, Prada, are all these brands doing the same thing, you guys? Because Abercrombie and Fitch is like at the lower end of all of those high chain like brands. Y'all, I have no idea, but y'all, Diddy took a left instead of a right. He took a left and he said, well, you know what? I'm going to go and snitch on these CEOs of these clothing brands, because he has Sean John, you guys, and they know they were all doing the same thing. So he went and instead of taking a right to go and tell on Clive Davis and Lucian Grange, y'all, he took a left and said, no, we getting you CEOs of these clothing stores and clothing designers. We are going to go left, and I'm going to snitch on all of y'all first before I tell on my boo thing Clive Davis. Y'all, this guy did the ultimate nasty disrespect for these people that were coming from other countries. They were trafficking these guys from other countries and lying to them and saying that if you participate in these Rex activities, oh, we're going to give you a job doing, like, you know, in the modeling, you know, for these clothing brands. Y'all, this is sickening, y'all. But y'all, let's get into it. This is breaking news, you guys. This is terrible, y'all. This is terrible. But y'all, let's get into it.
Good afternoon. I'm Breon Peace, United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York. Thank you all for joining us today. With me today are James Dennehy, Assistant Director in charge of the FBI's New York Field Office. We have Deputy Chief Carlos Ortiz, Commanding Officer of the NYPD Special Victims Unit. And we have my office's outstanding prosecution team, Aaron Reed, Megan Farrell, and Philip Pilmar. We're here today to announce the arrest and charging of 3 defendants. Former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Michael Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson, on charges of sex trafficking and engaging in interstate prostitution. Powerful individuals for too long have trafficked and abused for their own sexual pleasure young people with few resources and a dream of securing a successful career in fashion or entertainment. To anyone who thinks they can exploit and coerce others by using the so-called casting couch system, this case should serve as a warning. Prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison. The message from today's prosecution is clear. Sexually exploiting vulnerable human beings is a crime, and doing so by dangling dreams of a future in fashion or modeling or any other business is no different. My office and our law enforcement partners will always prioritize standing up for victims, no matter their gender and no matter how powerful the wrongdoers think they are. We will hold them to account. As we allege in the indictment, between 1992 and 2014, Michael Jeffries was the Chief Executive Officer of Abercrombie and Fitch. Abercrombie was a widely known clothing retailer with stores around the aspiring fashion models knew that a place on one of Abercrombie's iconic ads could be the ticket to success in the modeling industry.
So y'all, they were sending out ads saying basically, kind of trying to get people, men specifically, to come in there to be models. But when they got there, y'all, they were doing the ultimate disgusting thing. But y'all, let's continue. But just like he said, they're exchanging whatever they're doing for a bed in the prison. He is not playing. The feds are bringing down the house, y'all. Let's continue.
But while Jeffries was the CEO of one of the most recognizable clothing retailers in the world, he was using his power, his wealth, and his influence to traffic men for his own sexual pleasure and that of his romantic partner, Matthew Smith. The charging documents describe in graphic and disturbing detail the violent and exploitive acts these defendants perpetrated, for which they will now face justice in a court here in the Eastern District of New York. So here's what's alleged in the indictment.
There's a reason that Socrates said...
Let's wait for this commercial to pass through. You guys, this is sickening. This is terrible.
Jeffries and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him. Following the tryouts with Jacobson, Smith would often then personally approve whether the men who were selected would meet Jeffries and Smith. The defendants would fly the selected men to Jeffries and Smith's homes.
Y'all, they would fly these men to Mike Jeffries' homes to do these heinous acts, you guys, and promising them a slot into being like models for this company. You guys, this is crazy. But y'all, let's continue. Y'all smash the like button, y'all.
In the Hamptons of New York City, or to hotels around the world in such places as England, France, Italy, Morocco, and St. Bart's for the purpose of attending events to engage in commercial sex. But beyond simply hiring men for sex, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson used force, fraud, and coercion to traffic those men for their own sexual gratification. For example, as alleged, the defendants employed a referral system and an interview process that did not inform the men of the details of the sex events before they attended, including the full extent and nature of the sexual activity.
So you guys, they were putting these articles out, these trying to solicit these men and not tell them everything that was entailed in doing what they were trying to do with them. You guys, they were like coercing these men into doing things that they didn't even sign up for. Y'all smash the like button. Smash the like button. Welcome in, Jazzy. Welcome in, everybody. Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, y'all. This is Abercrombie and Fitch. If you guys are just joining us, Abercrombie and Fitch's ex-CEO was arrested today, you guys. He was doing the worst things than Diddy. He was trafficking men specifically, to come over and to do heinous things and promising them a career to be some type of like model or whatever with this company. And he was using basically, his power to do this and costing millions of dollars to run this operation. But y'all, let's continue. This is sickening.
That will be required of the men at these events. They caused the men to believe that attending these sex events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie or otherwise benefit their careers. Smith and Jeffries employed a secret staff to operate these sex events. The staff ensured that the men signed non-disclosure agreements and handed over their personal items, such as their phones, before the start of the events to maintain the secrecy of these events.
Y'all, wasn't this the same thing that Diddy was doing? Y'all smash the like button. Did Diddy tell on the CEOs before he's trying to tell on Clive Davis? Diddy's telling on these CEOs of these brands, these companies, you guys, because he knows that he was doing his dirt and that he wanted them to go down before Clive Davis and Lucia and Grange. But y'all, let's continue.
The defendants caused the men to believe that not complying with requests for certain acts, sex acts, during the events could harm their careers. The defendants pressured the men to consume alcohol, Viagra, and muscle relaxants known as poppers during the sex events. And they required the presence of staff during the sexual activity and ensured that the men did not leave the sex events until Jeffries and Smith decided that the sessions were over. Also, as alleged, on more than one occasion, Jeffries and Smith either directed others to inject or personally injected men with an erection-inducing substance for the purpose of causing the men to engage in sex acts the men were incapable of engaging in or unwilling to engage in.
You guys, they were giving them stuff like Viagra's and other stuff to make sure basically they were getting ready for them to take advantage of. You guys, forcing them to do this. Y'all, this is sickening. Y'all, this is worse than Diddy. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is breaking news, you guys. Y'all smash the like button. This is crazy. And these people were from other countries. Y'all, this is sad. Oh, thank you, Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. He sent in a super chat. He says, surviving all these sick people in the industry. Absolutely, Jamil. These people are sickening. But y'all, Diddy is telling on these other brands. Is he going to tell on more brands? Or is this person, Michael Jeffries, the Fitch CEO, is he going to tell on Gucci, on Prada, on all these other brands? Y'all, this is crazy. Let's continue.
Additionally, the indictment alleges on more than one occasion when men did not or could not consent, Jeffries and Smith violated the bodily integrity of these men by subjecting them or continuing to subject them to invasive sexual and violent contact by body parts and other objects. As alleged in the indictment, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson didn't just carry this activity on a couple of occasions.
Uh-oh. You guys, hold on just a second. I'm going to try to get another, hold on real quick, another video. But you guys, while I'm looking for this other video, hold on. Just give me a couple of seconds because you guys, I want to make sure that you guys are able to get all this information because this is sickening, you guys. This guy, he went and he recruited these men from other countries, you guys. Flew them in. Flew these people in. These people from other countries. They don't even probably speak English. And was promising them all kind of stuff. And then once he was promising them stuff, he was rugging them like Diddy was. Y'all, this is terrible. This is awful, you guys. This is really, really bad. But hold on just a second because there's another. Let me trying to get a better video for you guys because this one right here is like really bad. But yeah, this is horrible, you guys. This is awful, you guys. What they did to these people, you guys, they were shipping them in and they were making them do these things, promising them a career within the Abercrombie and Fitch company. But okay, let's continue. Hold on just a second. Let me see if this is a better.
Thank you all for joining us.
Okay, here's another video, you guys. I pulled up. It's a lot better. So you guys, this man is sickening. He's like an 80-year-old man. He's like an 80-year-old man, but he did this back years ago. But you guys, we're gonna continue with the press conference.
Joining us today, with me today are James Dennehy, Assistant Director in charge of the FBI's New York field office. We have Deputy Chief Carlos Ortiz, commanding officer of the NYPD Special Victims Unit, and we have my office's outstanding prosecution team, Aaron Reed, Megan Farrell, and Philip Pilmar. We're here today to announce the arrest and charging of 3 defendants. Former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Michael Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson, on charges of sex trafficking and engaging in interstate prostitution. Powerful individuals for too long have trafficked and abused for their own sexual pleasure young people with few resources and a dream of securing a successful career in fashion or entertainment. To anyone who thinks they can exploit and coerce others by using the so-called casting couch system, this case should serve as a warning. Prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison. The message...
Did you guys hear what he said? Prepare to trade the couch for a bed in prison. Y'all, these feds are not playing with people who are doing sex trafficking. Diddy went and told on these CEOs, y'all, because, you know, Diddy had Sean John. And he knew what these other companies were doing, CEOs. Is Gucci going to be next? Prada, Coach, you guys? Y'all, let's continue.
The message from today's prosecution is clear. Sexually exploiting vulnerable human beings is a crime, and doing so by dangling dreams of a future in fashion or modeling or any other business is no different. My office and our law enforcement partners will always prioritize standing up for victims, no matter their gender and no matter how powerful the wrongdoers think they are. We will hold them to account. As we allege in the indictment, between 1992 and 2014, Michael Jeffries was the chief executive officer of Abercrombie and Fitch. Abercrombie was a widely known clothing retailer with stores around the world. Aspiring fashion models knew that a place on one of Abercrombie's iconic ads could be the ticket to success in the modeling industry. But while Jeffries...
So you guys, they were putting Abercrombie and Fitch. They hired a little secret group to put out these ads to bring people from other countries over so they can promise them a career. But really and truly, it was a whole trafficking ring, and they only wanted men. Only men for this guy and his guy's gay lover, because he was gay. He's gay. So they were trying to recruit only men for these positions, y'all, and only people that were from overseas. Y'all, this is sickening, y'all. Let's continue.
Jeffries was the CEO of one of the most recognizable clothing retailers in the world. He was using his power, his wealth, and his influence to traffic men for his own sexual pleasure and that of his romantic partner, Matthew Smith. The charging documents describe in graphic and disturbing detail the violent and exploitive acts these defendants perpetrated, for which they will now face justice in a court here in the Eastern District of New York. So here's what's alleged in the indictment. Jeffries and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him. Following the tryouts with Jacobson, Smith would often then personally approve whether the men who were selected would meet Jeffries and Smith. The defendants would fly.
Y'all, this is sick. I mean, y'all, this is disgusting. But y'all, let's continue.
The selected men to Jeffries and Smith's homes in the Hamptons in New York City, or to hotels around the world in such places as England, France, Italy, Morocco, and St. Bart's, for the purpose of attending events to engage in commercial sex. But Beyond simply hiring men for sex, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson used force, fraud, and coercion to traffic those men for their own sexual gratification. For example, as alleged, the defendants employed a referral system and an interview process that did not inform the men of the details of the sex events before they attended, including the full extent and nature of the sexual activity that would be required of the men at these events. They caused the men to believe that attending these sex events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie or otherwise benefit their careers. Smith and Jeffries employed a secret staff to operate these.
Y'all, they employed a whole secret staff to do this awful thing. They were sitting there trying to be sneaky about what their real intentions are. Y'all, smash the like button. This is crazy, y'all. Let's continue.
Sex events. The staff ensured that the men signed non-disclosure agreements and handed over their personal items, such as their phones, before the start of the events to maintain the secrecy of these events. The defendants caused the men to believe that not complying with requests for certain acts, sex acts, during the events could harm their careers. The defendants pressured the men to consume alcohol, Viagra, and muscle relaxants known as poppers during the sex events. And they required the presence of staff during the sexual activity and ensured that the men did not leave the sex events until Jeffries and Smith decided that the sessions were over. Also, as alleged, on more than one occasion, Jeffries and Smith either directed others to inject or personally injected men with an erection-inducing substance for the purpose of causing the men to engage in sex acts the men were incapable of engaging in or unwilling to engage in. Additionally, the indictment alleges on more than one occasion when men did not or could not consent, Jeffries and Smith violated the bodily integrity of these men by...
Y'all, this is the same exact thing that Diddy was doing to those people that he allegedly essayed in DV. Y'all, this is sickening, y'all. Let's continue.
Subjecting them or continuing to subject them to invasive sexual and violent contact by body parts and other objects. As alleged in the indictment, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson didn't just carry this activity on for a couple of occasions. Their sex trafficking and prostitution enterprise lasted at least from the end of 2008 until early 2015. During that period, the defendants hired dozens of men and transported them to New York and around the globe. They spent millions of dollars on a massive infrastructure to support this operation and made...
Y'all, he spent millions of dollars to traffic these men and do the disgusting things and to rug them and take advantage of them. You guys, these people are sickening. And this is a CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. If y'all just joined us, this is breaking news. Abercrombie and Fitch's ex-CEO was indicted today for sex trafficking, worse than Diddy. The worst thing, just like Diddy, even worse. For these men, recruiting men from overseas, you guys. This is horrendous, y'all. Let's continue.
Maintain its secrecy. This included hundreds, thousands of dollars of cash for commercial sex, prolific amounts of money for staff to run the sex events, money for domestic travel, international travel, hotel rooms, services from a security company, and Jacobson's salary, among other things. Now, this investigation remains ongoing. Although there are 15 John Does identified as victims in this indictment, this interstate prostitution venture encompassed dozens and dozens of men. And I encourage anyone with information about this case, including anyone who was a victim of the defendant's alleged crimes, to contact the FBI. 1-800-CALL-FBI. Now I want to thank the victims who have already come forward for sharing their stories. Prosecutions like this are really impossible without the bravery of victims who are willing to report what happened to them to law enforcement. But this office, the Department of Justice, and its law enforcement partners will continue to work tirelessly to protect victims from powerful individuals who use their wealth and their influence to exploit and harm others for sexual gratification. In addition to my team, I'd like to give special thanks to FBI Special Agent Amanda Young and NYPD Detectives Paul Byrne and Antonio Pagan, who have worked hard on this investigation in the pursuit of justice. I'll now turn it over to FBI Assistant Director in Charge, Denny.
Thank you, Brian. Good afternoon. I'm Jim Dennehy, Assistant Director in Charge of the FBI's New York Field Office. Today's indictment highlights the abhorrent behavior of Michael Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson. What's alleged in the indictment is not only beyond disturbing, dishonorable, and disgraceful, but simply put, it's criminal. In short, these individuals are charged with running a prostitution and international sex trafficking business using a combination of force, fraud, and coercion to induce victims into participating in their illegal operations. The alleged behavior occurred here in New York City and in multiple countries worldwide. The defendants allegedly preyed on the hopes and dreams of their victims by exploiting, abusing, and silencing them to fulfill their own desires with insidious secret intentions.
Y'all, this is like, y'all, I am shocked to hear this about a CEO of a clothing brand, y'all. But y'all, this is the beginning of this situation too. Diddy told on the CEOs, I am more than sure that this CEO, he's going to tell probably on the next, on the Gucci, on the Prada. I mean, on all the other ones that are doing the same thing, because y'all, this is only the beginning. Diddy did not want to tell on Clive Davis and Lucia and Grange first. He wanted to hit up the CEOs of these clothing brands, because y'all know that Diddy had his own clothing brand, Sean John. So I know that he linked up with these people from different brands, these CEOs, to do the same thing he was doing. Y'all, this is just the beginning, and the feds are bringing down the house. Smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button for these victims, you guys. These are victims from overseas, you guys. Y'all, smash the like button. Let's continue.
Despite the alleged efforts of Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson to conceal their crimes, efforts that included threatening victims and requiring them to sign non-disclosure agreements, among other things, their plan failed. This case is yet another example of individuals using their wealth, power, or reputation to manipulate and control others for their own personal interests. I'd like to speak for a second to the victims in this case and others, both those who have come forward and those we believe are still out there.
What are your plans this week?
So you guys, this is a commercial, but if you guys are just joining me, you guys, this is a breaking news. Let me pause it. So this is breaking news, you guys. Abercrombie and Fitch's ex-CEO just got indicted today, you guys. He was doing sex trafficking from other countries, putting ads out saying that, hey, you want to be an Abercrombie and Fitch model or whatever, and luring these men. He wanted only men for him and his gay lover to come over to the States and do these awful Rex trafficking and Rex situationships, freak-offs, basically, with these people from other countries, you guys. Taking advantage of them, rugging them just like Diddy. Worse than Diddy, you guys. So Diddy took a left instead of a right, y'all. Diddy did not want to turn in Clive Davis first. Diddy wanted to turn in these CEOs of these clothing brands first, because he's like, oh, they were doing the same thing I was doing. Let me tell on them first before I tell on Clive Davis, y'all. Let's continue, y'all.
By sexual predators. We know victims come from all walks of life. There are neighbors, our friends, and members of our community. We won't allow these criminal acts to go unchecked. We know our agency, however, cannot combat this threat alone, and we remain committed to investigating and bringing these cases forward to prosecution with our partners. We have dedicated teams ready to listen to you and to advocate for you, and we have victim specialists available to provide the necessary resources you need. If you or someone you know is a victim in this case or any other, the number to call is 1-800-CALL-FBI or online at tips.fbi.gov. We are committed to ensuring you not only get the assistance you need to cope, but also that you're aware of your rights. I'd like to thank the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, Breon Peace, and the members of ED&Y's Civil Rights Section and Long Island Division's Criminal Section. I'd also like to thank the NYPD's Detective Bureau and its Specialty Enforcement Division and Special Victims Division, as well as the FBI's Miami and Milwaukee field offices. And also, I'd like to thank the dedicated investigators and personnel from the FBI, NYPD, Child Exploitation, Human Trafficking Task Force. Once again, we are waiting to hear from you, and we're here to help you. The number to call is 1-800-CALL-FBI. Thank you. And now I'd like to turn it over to...
You guys, these feds are not playing with nobody. If they're saying, if anybody, and even if you guys know anybody that is committing these trafficking crimes, to call them. Call the FBI. You guys, they are bringing down the house. They don't care who you are. If you're a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, quadruple heir, whatever heir you are, they don't care. If you're broke or if you're a millionaire, they don't care. You broke the law. They're going to come and, like he said, they're going to exchange the blue couch or whatever couch. I'm sorry, the couch, the casting couch, they call it. I'm sorry. The casting couch for a prison cell bed. They are not playing. They are bringing down the house, you guys. But let's continue.
Deputy Chief Ortiz.
Hello, my name is Deputy Chief Carlos Ortiz. I am the commanding officer of the NYPD Special Victims Unit. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. The NYPD is committed to fighting for all victims of sexual violence. We stand here today with our federal partners as we continue that mission. Our continued collaboration allows us the necessary resources to ensure successful prosecutions. First of all, I want to thank Attorney Pierce, FBI Assistant Director in charge Denny, and their staff, along with my human trafficking unit led by Captain Chase and Lieutenant Picarello for their diligent work in regards to this case. As evident by today's announcement, we hope our work is able to bring some sense of dignity back to these survivors. The NYPD encourages all survivors of sexual-based violence, including trafficking, to come forward and speak with us, regardless of gender, immigration status, race, or sexual orientation. Our investigators are...
Did you guys just hear? He said it doesn't matter what your immigration status is. The reason why he's saying this is because they got this guy, the CEO, he was getting people from overseas. Y'all, they were bringing people from overseas. How they were getting all these men from overseas? Were they getting them illegally on their planes? That's what they were saying. They were flying them in. How they were getting them in on their private jets or private planes, I guess, maybe from the CEO, you guys. If they are illegal or whatever, this guy is saying you can still come and talk to me. Doesn't matter what your citizenship is. They're still going to take your case, and they're going to still try to help with the situation because they are trying to break this down in all aspects, you guys. But let's continue.
Are equipped to handle all reports. Our joint federal teams remain committed to end all human trafficking. The mission and obligation of the NYPD Special Victims Unit is to provide a voice for those that feel unheard. We are here for you. Together with our federal partners, we will continue to fight for the victims of the city and all over the country. Thank you.
We'll take a few questions.
The indictment says that this alleged conduct ended in 2015. Why did it take nearly a decade for you to come to this moment? Did it just suddenly stop in 2015? And then, if you would also say a word about the intersection of the civil lawsuits with this criminal prosecution.
Yeah, so, these prosecutions really depend, as I said earlier, on the bravery of the victims to come forward and tell their stories. That happened in this case. Once that happened, our team and our law enforcement partners investigated this case thoroughly and quickly, and we're now arriving at this day when we're charging the conduct. So I say to all victims, we're here, we will listen, we will investigate, and bring charges where appropriate. The intersection of the civil lawsuits, there really is. Our investigation is based on our investigation, the facts, the evidence we find, and the law. And so the civil lawsuits don't dictate what we do or vice versa.
And do you believe the conduct ended in 2015, or that's just what's chargeable?
I will say, I think the best way to answer that is say this investigation remains ongoing. We encourage any victims or any witnesses to come forward with additional information. And if there's a need to bring further charges, we, of course, will not hesitate to do that.
I had a question about the events themselves and about the John Does. Were they employed at all by the company? Were they working in stores? Did any of them actually make it to be part of these advertisements? Or were they just simply brought in for these purposes and then recycled out?
I can't go beyond the allegations in the indictment. We don't have evidence that this happened on company grounds, but I will not go further into who is aware where things happen beyond what is already in the indictment, including with respect to what happened after the events.
Hi there, thanks for doing this. Can you tell us how many victims there were total? The indictment says there were 15 John Does. How many did you interview?
I can't get into our interview process. We interviewed many witnesses. As I said, the team and our law enforcement partners did a very thorough investigation into this activity. We have named 15 John Does, but as I indicated before, there may be other victims out there. We're hoping to hear from folks after this, and we will take action as appropriate.
You guys, let me say something. If they were doing this for as long as this federal agent said on this press conference, the years, y'all, there's more than 15 people that are victims. I'm more than sure. If they were doing this for all these years, there is probably hundreds of victims, you guys. And this is just my take on it. There is hundreds of victims out there, but they only talk to like so many. Who's to say that they're trying to still get in contact with a lot of these other victims who went through this and suffered at the hands of this CEO from Amber Fitch and Crombie and his gay lover. Y'all, this is crazy, but y'all, let's continue. Y'all, smash the like button. Let's get 800 likes, you guys. Let's smash the like button, y'all. This is breaking news. This is crazy.
It's appropriate.
How did your office first learn about these events and what was happening?
I think we became aware through media reports, which is not uncommon when you have media that reports on stories that relate to crimes, alleged crimes. We follow up and do our diligence. So,
thank you for being started on my start ABC. Two questions. I think I want to clarify a little bit on Mark Morales' point. Does the indictment allege that the resources of Abercrombie and Fitch were involved in the furtherance of this sex trafficking, where the company itself would have any liability? And then secondly, generally, just from a sex victims and sexual violence and the investigatory standpoint, we have this situation, these scenarios that are now victims are coming more forward publicly about power, control, manipulation of those who have aspirations. You have the Sean Combs case, you have this case. Are we finding that there are going to be more widespread investigations with regard to officials in power exploiting and manipulating people? Do we see like a trend happening where more victims are coming forward? So it's twofold.
yeah, so in the first question, we don't allege in the indictment that the resources of Abercrombie and Fitch were used in furtherance of this criminal activity. But what we do allege and acknowledge is that the fact that Michael Jeffries was CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch was utilized, and the potential of an opportunity at Abercrombie to be in an ad or things like that were some of the carrots that I think people perceived as.
So you guys, if you guys are just joining me, Abercrombie and Fitch's ex-CEO, Michael Jeffries, I believe his name is, got indicted today. What he was doing was running a sex trafficking ring all over the world, putting articles out saying, do you want to be like a model for Abercrombie and Fitch? Abercrombie and Fitch is a clothing brand. Almost, it's not like high end like Gucci and Prada, but it's almost it's a name brand. It's in the malls, in the outlets, and everywhere else you can find like a mall or like any kind of store, like a shopping store and shopping mall. But anyway, the ex-CEO, he was indicted this morning, you guys, on charges of sex trafficking from all over the world. He was doing this, flying these only men. He only wanted men, to respond to these articles that they will put out, and then he would go and fly them here back to his residence and try to test them out or whatever to see, I guess, if he liked them, him and his gay lover. And then they would take them and make them do all kind of stuff and rug them and basically like take control, be dominating and powerful over them, promising them a career, which never even happened, y'all. And these are people from overseas, y'all. This is sad, but y'all, let's continue.
As what they would achieve by participating in this activity. On your second question, I don't know if I could say it's a trend one way or the other. I'm hopeful that to the extent there are victims out there who have been subjected to trafficking activity, abuse, exploitation, that they would be confident enough in their federal and state law enforcement partners to come forward. As I said before, we listen, we investigate, we take action, and we will not hesitate to bring charges. In this office in particular, and my civil rights team, I think we have a track record of bringing cases with respect to people in power who have taken advantage of and abused others. We prosecuted R. Kelly and the wealthy.
Did you guys hear what he said? He said we prosecuted R. Kelly. These feds are not playing with these people who got money. They don't care who you are. They are arresting and indicting these people. Y'all, this is something serious, y'all. These sex trafficking, y'all, I did not know that all of this stuff was going on here in the States, in our homeland. I mean, y'all, this is bigger than what we even think. I mean, are all these other brands going to be going down? Are they sex trafficking people from overseas and stuff too? Y'all, Guess, Gucci, Prada, Abercrombie and Fitch, Aeropostale, y'all, Ralph Lauren, y'all, and the list goes on, you guys. Let's continue.
To account if they have violated federal criminal laws.
And just to clarify, when I say a trend from the power, you may have just clarified that, but with regard to, how widespread and pervasive it seems to be becoming externally facing with regard to those in power control, manipulating and exploiting people. Are you finding that your investigations are leveling off, or are they consistent, or are we finding that you are investigating more cases of this in this space?
As I said before, I think we stand ready to investigate any criminal conduct, whether it relates to rich and powerful or not so rich and powerful. If sex trafficking laws, interstate prosecution laws, etc., are violated, we stand ready to investigate and bring charges as appropriate.
What more can you say about the victims allegedly being recruited as heterosexual men to engage in non-heterosexual acts? And also, can you elaborate more on why this happened in Eastern District?
Well, I think I'll take the second part first. I mean, venue is driven by the activity, as I mentioned earlier, and as alleged in the indictment. Much of this activity happened in New York, in the Hamptons in particular, which is a part of the Eastern District of New York. We have JFK International Airport, and travel comes to and through JFK, etc. So that's sort of the reason in part that we are bringing this case, among other reasons. There are victims here, etc. There's really nothing more beyond the indictment that I can discuss regarding why the choice was for heterosexual men, etc. I think I'm limited to what's there.
Mr. Easton,
Yeah.
2 points of clarification. One, when you said media reports, did you mean media reports in 2013? I'm sorry, 2023 last year.
Is that it? Yes.
And then these 15 people who bravely came forward, had any of them had previously complained to law enforcement, for example, local law enforcement?
I can't comment on that. Any other questions? John?
Sir, on another topic, there's great public interest in this city regarding corruption allegations.
Only going to take questions on this topic. We're not answering any questions on other topics. We said that when the press conference started. Next question.
Can you talk about what's going to happen next as far as when New York and detention?
Yes, so they will have their initial appearances in courts, Florida and I think Minnesota. And then they will be brought to New York or travel to New York to be arraigned. We're expecting that will happen either at the end of this week or early next week. In terms of detention, we put in a detention memo outlining our position for Matthew Smith. We are seeking detention in part, because he is a dual citizen of the United States and the UK. The risk of flight are particularly acute with him.
Oh, you guys, they're going to put him in the MDC, I bet, with Diddy. He is a dual citizen. He has a U.S. citizen and a UK citizenship. So they are saying that basically he's a flight risk. Y'all, it's going down, y'all. Let's continue.
And for the other two, we're seeking substantial bail packages. If those aren't met, of course, we expect that they would be detained as well. Obviously, those decisions are up to the judges who do the arraignment.
Y'all, my guess, let me turn the camera. I believe, this is just me, you guys. This is just my opinion. They are going to take these guys and they are going to put them in the MDC. They are not going to allow these guys to walk the streets freely, no matter how old. Because, what's his name? Jeffries, he's like 80 years old. Y'all, they're going to make them, they're going to detain them, they're going to arrest them, they're going to make them go to the MDC with Diddy. They're not going to allow them to walk the streets, because if they do that, that federal judge, the federal judge and everybody's going to look at them like, oh, so you can make, do works trafficking, and then you can just go say that you're going to pay a, significant bond, and then you're going to let us out. You guys know these people were rugging these men and doing awful things. So what makes them think that they won't continue to do anything? Doesn't matter how old they are. They've done it before. They can do it again. Y'all, they are bringing down the house. The feds is not playing with nobody, y'all. The feds is not playing with nobody. Y'all, they are about to go in the shackles. They about to be at the MDC over there with homeboy Diddy in cell block 123 OVO, y'all. They are bringing the house down. They is not playing with nobody. Did y'all see? He said they are changing in the couch for the casting couch, trading the casting couch in for a jail cell bed. They're not playing, you guys. The feds is not playing. They are bringing the house down, y'all. They is not playing with nobody. Y'all, smash the like button. All this time, you guys, they have Abercrombie and Fitch's ex-CEO indicted, you guys. They said next week sometime maybe at the end of this week or beginning of next week, that they are basically have to fly in from wherever they're at. They're in different places, you guys. They're not in New York right now at the moment. They're going to have to fly in, and they're going to have to go see the court. They're going to do the court processes, the court proceedings, and then they're going to see what the judge says on what their fate is. Are they going to put them at the MDC with that? One of the guys, they said they're going to definitely request for a detainment, automatically detainment, because he is a dual citizen. If you guys don't know what a dual citizen is, that means that you are a citizen of two countries. This guy right here is a citizen of the UK, and he's a citizen of the US. So that means that this federal agent is saying that if they allow him to not be detained, he is a flight risk. That he may go back over there to UK, where he is a citizen over there as well. So you guys are not going to allow that to happen. But y'all, let's continue.
Sorry if I can try on topic. In regards to evidence, you said phones were taken from many of the victims prior. Do you have any video on top of or other evidence besides the story of the witnesses that help substantiate that?
We have substantial evidence. We have travel records, we have financial records, we have testimony of victims and other witnesses. So we think we have a lot of evidence that corroborates the charges in this case.
Last question. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was a press conference then, you guys. I'm going to try to bring up the other videos where it shows that he is actually getting, like, pretty much, he's not arrested yet. He has been indicted, meaning that they already basically got the paperwork to say, hey, you need to come down to New York because you're going to see a judge in New York, and we're going to decide what your fate is. So let me bring up that video. Hold on just a second. Let me bring up that video, y'all. This is getting crazy and crazy. Do you guys think Gucci is going to be next? Prada? I mean, y'all, put it in the comment box while I look up this other video. What other brands do you guys think that are going to be next? Who do you think that this ex-CEO Abercrombie and Fitch, who do y'all think that he is going to tell on? Is he going to tell on Aeropostale? Is Aeropostale doing things like this? Is he going to tell on Coach, on Gucci, on Prada? Yeah, Balenciaga. Yeah, Victoria's Secrets. I mean, who? Gucci? Jamil said Gucci. Absolutely. Who, you guys? I mean, who? Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. I mean, they are bringing down the house, y'all. They are bringing down the house. The feds are not playing with nobody, y'all. The feds is not playing with nobody at all. They are saying that they, look, turning in the casting couch for a bed at the prison jail cell at the NDC, y'all. They is not playing at all. Drake's dad's mustache. Hey, he said, I used to love Abercrombie. Me too. I used to shop there too. Yeah. Jamil said Walmart. That is a big fish. Walmart is a big fish because y'all know Walmart's is everywhere. They got like 50, 11 of them in every city, town, country. You know, it'd be a whole bunch of them Walmart's everywhere. But y'all, this is crazy. This is bananas, y'all. This is like really getting out of hand. This is like really getting out of hand. But y'all, let's watch this video from Live Now has a video. Let's watch this video. But y'all, smash the like button, y'all. This is crazy, y'all. If y'all are just joining us, Abercrombie and Fitch is breaking news. The ex-CEO has been indicted, you guys, on sex trafficking from getting only men. They said they only want men. They don't want no women. They want nothing to do with no women. Women application is denied. But the men, oh yeah, come. We're going to give you the Viagra's. We're going to give you all kind of disgusting P. Diddy type of situation, you know, concoctions to get you guys to loosen up and to be knocked out so they can take advantage. Y'all, this is sickening, you guys. They are disgusting. But y'all, let's turn the camera around so I can play this video right here for you guys. They are disgusting, you guys. And these people got money. They got money and they doing these awful things. Like, where's the people with money that's doing the right things? Y'all, these people are disgusting. But y'all, let's turn the camera around so we can continue.
Mike Jeffries, the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, arrested on sex trafficking and interstate prostitution charges. That is according to a spokesperson for federal prosecutors. The information coming in just moments ago here. Now, details of the criminal charges not immediately available, but they do come after years of sexual misconduct allegations that were made in civil lawsuits and the media from young people who did claim that Jeffries lured them with promises of modeling work and then pressed them into sexual acts. Jeffries was apparently arrested in West Palm Beach, Florida. That is according to NBC News, CNBC, and other media outlets. Two others were also arrested. They have been identified as Matthew Smith of West Palm Beach and James Jacobson of Wisconsin in connection with those sex trafficking charges. Again, that is according to news outlets in that area. We know that Jeffries was the CEO of the New Albany, Ohio-based Abercrombie and Fitch from 1992 to 2014. Brooklyn-based U.S. Attorney Breon Pierce and FBI and police officials set to hold a news conference here at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. That is in just about 2 hours to provide more details. Now, a message from the Associated Press seeking comment was left for the attorney representing Jeffries, but information on attorneys for the other defendants not yet available. One civil lawsuit.
So you guys, let me turn the camera around. So you guys, they're saying that they were arrested, but they, the indictment means that they're they're in other places, but they are due to be flown, I guess, to New York to face the judge and to see what their fate is going to be. Are they going to be able to be let out, or are they going to be having to pay a significant bail package? But you guys, just like with Diddy, they don't know where this money was coming from, I'm sure, because if they are rich, they, you know, sex trafficking, where is this other money coming from? Because he was paid by Abercrombie and Fitch, but when you're doing sex trafficking, are there other sex trafficking that you guys are getting money from to do this? They, you know, they don't know. But once the feds get involved, y'all, they will lock up bank accounts, they will seize the house, they will do everything to try to shut the whole operation down. But you guys, they say he was doing this from like 2008 to 2016 or something like that. But you guys, I'm going to find another video to show you guys what he looks like. He looks like a hot mess, you guys. He looks like a monster. He really looks scary, like a monster. And he's like 80-something years old. It's terrible, y'all. This is terrible, y'all. This is this is sickening, you guys. I mean, when I seen this today, I could not even fathom the thought of, let me see, inside edition, let me see. But y'all, this is crazy. This is awful.
The former CEO of Abercrombie.
This is awful, but let me see. Uh-oh. Let me play this video for you guys. This is horrendous. So there he is, you guys. And he's like 80 years old. He looks a hot mess. Y'all smash the like button. Y'all, he looks a hot mess. He looks like a whole monster.
Engaging in interstate prostitution.
He was using his power, his wealth, and his influence to traffic men for his own sexual pleasure.
Mike Jeffries seen here in the white shorts after his $10 million bond hearing in West Palm Beach, and 2 other men were arrested this morning, accused of sexually exploiting.
Y'all, look how disgusting he looks. Don't he look like a monster? Y'all, don't he look like a nasty, disgusting monster? Y'all, put a number 1 in the comment if he look like a nasty, disgusting monster to y'all. And it looked like he might got something. Don't he look like he might got something? We need to go get him an STD checkup. Something ain't right with him. I mean, he looks scary, right? Then he looked like the monsters. What is it called? The monsters a long time ago. Y'all, he is disgusting. He looks scary. And he looked like he's very, very like a nasty person. But y'all, let's finish listening to this. This is by Inside Edition, y'all. Let's continue.
Exploiting aspiring male models. According to the indictment, 15 John Does accused the 80-year-old former CEO of pressuring them to participate in sex parties at lavish locations around the world.
In the Hamptons, in New York City, England, France, Italy, Morocco, and St. Bart's, for the purpose of attending events to engage in commercial sex. They caused the men to believe that attending these sex events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie or otherwise benefit their careers.
The men claim they were pressured to consume alcohol, Viagra, and muscle relaxants known as poppers during the sex events. Before Mike Jeffries was forced to resign from Abercrombie & Fitch, he was one of America's highest paid CEOs.
Y'all, he was forced to resign, and he was one of the highest paid CEOs. And he was doing this stuff, you guys. This is crazy. Let's continue.
Earning an estimated $400 million in 10 years. Now, the brand has been plagued with controversy for reportedly only hiring hot and attractive salespeople, while other less attractive employees were assigned to the stockroom out of sight of customers. The company was a pop culture.
Oh, so they're saying if you were ugly, you had to go and be in the back. But if you were hot and look very nice, we're going to put you in front. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. Let's continue.
Phenomenon, marketing clothes with half-naked models. But it was plagued by controversy, some of it deliberately provocative. In 2016, it was dubbed the most hated retail brand in America. The Netflix documentary White Hot captures the behind-the-scenes turmoil.
They noticed a bunch of Asian people in the store. They said, well, you need to have more staff that looks like this. And they pointed to an Abercrombie poster.
Now, the biggest scandal yet, as the...
Y'all, doesn't he look scary? I mean, look at him. Don't he look like a monster? Like he don't need no Halloween costume. He already got his face. He don't even need a Halloween costume, y'all. Look at how disgusting this man looks. I mean, he already ready for Halloween, y'all. He is disgusting looking. I mean, y'all, let's continue. This is crazy.
The former CEO stands accused of sex trafficking.
Jeffries has previously denied any wrongdoing. We reached out to Abercrombie & Fitch, but did not hear back.
Y'all, look, every time that these people are coming forward and they are charged with these heinous type of crimes, aren't they always saying they're innocent? They ain't never did nothing. And just instead of just saying we'll see these charges in court or whatever, they're just always automatically saying they're innocent. But y'all, just like Diddy, when they get the tapes, oh, it's a whole nother song and dance, right? A whole nother song and dance. These men was trafficking men from other countries. He didn't want no women. He's like, women? We don't want none of that. We don't want no women's. We don't want no women. We want the men's. We want only men. Only men qualify. If you're a woman, the application is denied. And if you were ugly and you didn't look cute or presentable, they put you in the back. They didn't want nobody that was ugly, that was not cute or eye candy in the front in the stores. Y'all, this is crazy. Y'all, this is crazy. But y'all, let me tell you something. Diddy is telling on these CEOs. Diddy is telling on these CEOs from the clothing brand. Why is Diddy telling on these clothing brand CEOs? Why is he snitching? Because he is like, I'm going to take a left, you guys. I'm taking a left at the light. I'm not taking a right. Where on the right is Clive Davis and Lucia and Grange and all those people who have been supporting him and been, egging on his bad behavior. No, Diddy said he's taking a left, y'all. Diddy is taking a left at the light. He's telling on all these CEOs who is going to be next. Is it going to be Aeropostale CEO? Is it going to be Nike's CEO? Is it going to be Gucci Prada CEO? Are they all doing this? Is this like a thing to know, a known thing to all these rich people? Because y'all, look, Epstein. What happened to Epstein? He had a lot of money. He had a whole island, and he was sex trafficking kids and young women, probably men, whoever. Then Weinstein was doing the same thing. Then you had R. Kelly. The feds, y'all just heard, they said, the feds, he said, we prosecuted R. Kelly. Then now they got Diddy. Now they got the ex-CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Y'all, who is next? Who is next? Diddy is snitching on the bottom feeders first. Diddy is not about to snitch on Clive Davis first. He took a left at the light. Diddy took a left at the right. He said, I'm not going right because, look, that is a big fish. Clive Davis is my boo thing. I'm not telling on him. Jay-Z is my other boo thing. I'm not telling on him. Y'all, Diddy took a left at the light. He said he is taking all of these clothing brands, CEOs and stuff, because y'all, Diddy, he had Sean John. If y'all don't remember, Sean John was who Diddy was, Diddy's brand. So y'all know he linked up, because y'all know Diddy is a party animal. Diddy is a party animal. So Diddy was like, ooh, Abercrombie and Fitch. Let me go over there and get in good with you. And y'all, he was already a part of Diddy's team. Y'all know Diddy likes men. But he don't want nobody to know that he likes men like it's supposed to be a secret. Diddy likes men. Abercrombie and Fitch ex-CEO, he was gay. He was doing this thing for him and his lover. Y'all, Diddy is not going to be telling on Clive Davis them first. Uh-oh, you guys with me? Okay, my internet was acting up, you guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, Diddy is not going to be telling on them at all. He is going to be telling on all the CEOs, all the brands, every brand. I'm sure you guys watch, because there's been CEOs that's been dropping off the face of the earth like hot potatoes, you guys. Watch what I tell you guys. But y'all, I'm going to send you guys, I'm going to watch another video. Hold on just a second. But yeah, he, let me see. Yeah, Diddy is telling on all the CEOs on the brands first. And then he's going to get around to Clive Davis. Watch what I tell you guys. Watch, loungers. Y'all smash the like button. Y'all, Diddy is not telling on Clive Davis first. He's not telling on his boo things. He's not doing it. Absolutely not. Diddy is not about to do that. He's not about to go there. He is not about to go there. Let me see. Hold on just a second. I want to bring up another video because you guys, this is crazy. I'm telling y'all, this is I mean, this is unbelievable, y'all. This is unbelievable, you guys. It is unbelievable. Let me see. Let me see. Let's see, you guys. They have people. Let's see, hold on just a second, because there's a video that I want to show you guys, and it reveals the people who are in the Rex tapes with Diddy. And you guys, the list is coming out. They are released it already, and they are let me see if it's this video right here. But y'all,
Usher, we all knew about Usher.
Oh yeah, here it is right here, you guys. Absolutely. So y'all, this video is telling who they have so far, y'all. The video is telling who they have in the videos, y'all. They are naming names, they are name dropping, and they are letting people know who's in these videos with Diddy. But y'all, let me turn the screen.
Guys, they just released the entire list of everybody that's partied with P. Diddy and did God knows what. And the list is long, I'm telling you. It is extremely long, and some of these names surprise me, and it's heartbreaking. Serena Williams, David Beckham, Victoria Beckham, Will Smith.
Serena Williams, you guys. Wow. I would have never guessed not Serena Williams, y'all, but let's continue.
Jada Pinkett Smith, Chris Brown, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Kris Jenner, Lupita Nyong'o, Sean Penn. Wow, Tyrese Gibson.
Tyrese too? Y'all know Tyrese. Hold up. Y'all know Tyrese be crying like a whole baby all on the internet, on Instagram. And he's on these videos. Tyrese on the videos after he be crying on Instagram. Wow.
Zendaya, Big Sean, Michael B. Jordan, Future, Adele, Steve Harvey, Tiana Taylor, Floyd Mayweather, Dr. Dre, LL Cool J, Swiss Beats, Lala Anthony, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, they got Deadpool, Mark Wahlberg, Cara Delevingne, Iggy Azalea, Rihanna, Mariah Carey, Pharrell Williams, Paris Hilton, Justin Bieber, 50 Cent, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, Lil Kim, Drake, Snoop Dogg, Alicia Keys. I'm telling you guys, this list is long. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Naomi Campbell, Mary J. Blige, Leonardo DiCaprio, Usher, we all knew about Usher, Chris Rock, Nas, Eva Longoria, Pharrell Williams, Lewis Hamilton, or is it Louis Hamilton, Joe Jonas, Sofia Vergara, Shakira, Demi Lovato, John Legend, and Chris.
John Legend too? OMG, y'all. John Legend. Oh my goodness, y'all. John Legend. Oh my goodness, y'all. Let's continue.
Tigan, Post Malone, Travis Scott, Ellen DeGeneres, Kevin Hart, Jamie Foxx, Oprah Winfrey, Quincy Jones, DJ Khaled. Bro.
Oprah Winfrey too? That's why Oprah Winfrey bought that video for $75 million, you guys, with allegedly Justin Bieber and Diddy. So she can have a blackmail tape. Oh my God, y'all. Let's continue.
Habibi, astaghfirullah. Lenny Kravitz, Madonna, A$AP Rocky, Meek Mill, no surprise there, Normani, Miguel, Hailey Bieber, Jaden Smith, Prince Harry, Princess Beatrice of York, and Princess Eugene of York, and Princess Charlotte Casiraghi of Monaco.
Y'all, did he just say the Prince of Monaco or Morocco? Y'all, there is some people on these tapes, y'all, and the OMG, 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 y'all. Let's continue.
Jonas, come on, man. You know I met that guy one day, and he was really, really cool. That's so sad to see. Charlize Theron, Justin Timberlake, Gigi Hadid and Bella Hadid, Zoe Kravitz, Diplo, Offset, Saweetie, Kendrick Lamar, and Lizzo. Now this...
Kendrick Lamar is on the tapes too? Kendrick Lamar, y'all. Oh my goodness. Kendrick Lamar. Oh, y'all, let's continue. This is crazy.
Is a really big list. What do you guys think they did, if they did anything? And are they going to be called to testify in court? Because this is really insane. No surprise here, but stay safe and...
Jamil says, surviving Diddy Glover freak-off parties. Yes, we are surviving Diddy Glover's freak-off parties, y'all. I got to wrap that. I got to rewind that and play this again because, y'all, this list is shocking to me, y'all. Let's recap.
Extremely long, and some of these names surprise me, and it's heartbreaking. Serena Williams, David Beckham, Victoria Beckham, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, Chris Brown, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Kris Jenner, Lupita Nyong'o, Sean Penn, wow, Tyrese Gibson, Zendaya, Big Sean, Michael B. Jordan, Future, Adele, Steve Harvey, Tiana Taylor, Floyd Mayweather, Dr. Dre, LL Cool J, Swiss Beats, Lala Anthony, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, they got Deadpool, Mark Wahlberg, Cara Delevingne, Iggy Azalea, Rihanna, Mariah Carey, Pharrell Williams, Paris Hilton, Justin Bieber, 50 Cent, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, Lil Kim, Drake, Snoop Dogg, Alicia Keys.
Hold up, swole up. Hold up, swole up. Not 50 Cent. KMR, thank you for sending that super chat, KMR. KMR says some of them left the party early. KMR, ain't nobody, look. They may have left the party early, but they was at the party rocking, KMR. They was at the party rocking it. They was doing the funky Y2C. They were doing the two-step, and they were doing the freak-off, too. Yes, they were doing the freak-off. 50 Cent, you guys, I am shocked about 50 Cent. Because, 50 Cent was the troll master of Diddy. Now, was this after him and Diddy fell out? Y'all, was this after him and Diddy fell out? Because I'm thinking like 50 Cent, I'm sorry, had almost like not a clean slate, but I guess like, okay, let's give 50 Cent the benefit of the doubt. Him and Diddy were cool at one point in time or another, right? So was this before they fell out? Was this before they fell out? Y'all, 50 Cent is on them tapes, turning up, doing the freak off, whatever. Y'all, let's continue, y'all. Let's continue. This is crazy.
Keys. I'm telling you guys, this list is long. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Naomi Campbell, Mary J. Blige, Leonardo DiCaprio, Usher, we all knew about Usher, Chris Rock, Nas, Eva Longoria, Pharrell Williams, Lewis Hamilton, or is it Louis Hamilton, Joe Jonas, Sofia Vergara, Shakira, Demi Lovato, John Legend, and Chrissy Teigen, Post Malone, Travis Scott, Ellen DeGeneres, Kevin Hart, Jamie Foxx, Oprah Winfrey, Quincy Jones.
Y'all know they say let's get this off rip. They say Oprah is not really, they say Oprah, she, likes women allegedly, you guys. They say that Gayle and her really are girlfriend, right? Was Oprah on there with Ellen DeGeneres? Because y'all, Stedman is just, he's just like really somebody to throw at Oprah. But really and truly, why aren't they married if they've been together allegedly for all these years? Why has there not been a wedding? Because Oprah, she is gay. She likes women. They saying that her and Gail are a couple, and Stedman has just been put there just to be a face for saying that she is not really, gay. But, was she with Ellen DeGeneres in the tape? Y'all, who was Oprah in the tape with? Who was Oprah freaking off with, y'all? Y'all, put in the chat. I want to know who was freaking off with Oprah. Because Oprah is in these freak off tapes. Was it Ellen DeGeneres? Or was it Diddy? Or was it Jay-Z? Or maybe Beyonce, because they say Beyonce like women too. Serena Williams? Who? Oh, Gail. Was Gail and Oprah making a tape together, you guys? Oh my God. Y'all, this is crazy. Was Gail and Oprah doing the freak off Watusi? OMG, y'all, this is crazy. Oh, I'm going, y'all. Me and Mr. I Am Comedy, Jamil Peterson, we are going to the court case on 5 May 2025. The 5th of May 2025, me and Mr. Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy, is going to the court case, the hearing, right? And we're going to be ear hustling, and we're going to be eye hustling, and we're going to be seeing all this. Are they going to show Oprah Winfrey and Gail and having their freak off? Yeah, I want to see. I know it sounds disgusting, but I want to see if these people are really in these videos doing having a freak off. Are they going to show them in court, y'all? It's court. It's court, right? They have to show something. They have to show some of the evidence. Even if it was Diddy and somebody else, y'all, they have to show the evidence. Because y'all know, according to them lawsuits, Diddy has the itty bitty Diddy committee going on downstairs. I'm just going off of all these 5011 lawsuits, y'all. I want to go and see what is going on and what the freak offs entailed, y'all. I'm nosy. I want to see. I want to go and see if they're going to really present those tapes, or are they not going to present those tapes. Now with the minors, I think that's going to be a very sensitive thing, you guys. I don't even want to see that. Now I don't want to see that one. But I want to see Oprah Winfrey. I want to see the ones that were acting like they're they're holier than thou. Oh, Tyra Banks, oh, holier than thou. Naomi Campbell, oh, holier than thou. In Hollywood, allegedly. Y'all, I want to see these demonic entities on these freak off tapes, y'all. I'm going to see y'all. We is going to see y'all. I'm going to be at that courthouse. I'm going to be there like at 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all. The courthouse probably don't open till like 8 o'clock. But I'm going to be front and center there at May 5th, 2025, ready to ear hustle and ready to get this tea on all these jokers in Hollywood. But y'all, let's continue. Because this list of names is kind of not shocking. But some of the names are shocking. Like Serena Williams. I would never thought Serena Williams was on the freak off tape. Never. But y'all, let's continue.
DJ Khaled? Bro. Habibi, astaghfirullah. Lenny Kravitz, Madonna, ASAP Rocky.
Oh, we got another super chat. Blues. Oh, wow. Blue, thank you. Blue sent 1999. Thank you for supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Y'all can also support my channel for free by hitting the like button, you guys. But thank you, Blue, for the donation to the channel. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Y'all smash the like button, y'all, because this is getting crazy, y'all. This is getting crazy. But y'all, let's continue.
Meek Mill, no surprise there. Normani, Miguel, Hailey Bieber, Jaden Smith, Prince Harry, Princess Beatrice of York, and Princess Eugene of York, and Princess Charlotte Casiraghi of Monaco.
Woo, you guys, hold on, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. The princesses are over on there too? Y'all, what is going on? Diddy, Diddy was, he was touching elbows with people all over the world. But y'all, let's continue.
Nick Jonas, come on, man. You know, I met that guy one day, and he was really, really cool. That's so sad to see. Charlize Theron, Justin Timberlake, Gigi Hadid and Bella Hadid, Zoe Kravitz, Diplo, Offset, Saweetie, Kendrick Lamar.
Wait, hold on. Something Hadid. Bella, this one right here, Bella Hadid and this Gigi Hadid, are they people from overseas? You guys, that sounds like Arabic names. Y'all, was he in Dubai? Or was he, I know he wasn't in Saudi Arabia, because let me tell you, Saudi Arabia ain't playing them games with Diddy and nobody else when it comes to all this wreck stuff. Oh no, they would have brought Diddy over there and they would have been like off with his head or off with his little itty bitty Diddy committee. They would have took care of him in Saudi Arabia. Oh, they're not playing that, baby. Maybe Dubai, I don't know. Or maybe Abu Dhabi. Maybe Abu Dhabi. I don't know, you guys. Y'all, let's continue.
Lamar and Lizzo. Now this is a really big list. What do you guys think they did, if they did anything? And are they going to be called to testify in court?
Oh, y'all, if these jokers is on the tape, even Kendrick Lamar, y'all, I can't even believe Kendrick Lamar, you guys. I'm shocked about Kendrick Lamar. But yeah, they was on there doing the funky Watusi freak off. Absolutely, if they was in that tape. But y'all, whether it was willingly or, I ain't gonna say willingly, whether it was, I guess, yeah, willingly or unwillingly, or them knowing not knowing that they were being recorded, they on there, y'all. They are on there. But y'all, smash the like button, you guys. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up to 600, y'all.
Because this is really insane. No surprise here, but stay safe and be smart.
Diddy freak off list has finally dropped, and looking like Steve Harvey, Mr. Mustachio himself, is up on it.
Our Jen is with me now to talk about another story making headlines today.
Yeah, so this one is actually sparked by these pictures. That's 49-year-old P. Diddy with his hand on his girlfriend's belly. Now, that is 22-year-old Lori Harvey. They're in Cabo. She's, of course, talk show.
Wait a minute. Oh, Jamil Peterson. Oh, he sent a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you so much. Jamil said pure survival, y'all. Pure survival. We are surviving the Diddy freak off tapes now, you guys. We have survived the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch being arrested for Rex trafficking. Now we are surviving the freak off list of Diddy's, you guys. That is Lori Harvey. That is Steve Harvey's daughter. Y'all, did Steve Harvey sell his daughter to Diddy, y'all? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's looking mighty fishy and suspect, y'all. Let's continue.
Show host Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. People are talking about maybe she could be pregnant. You know, he's rubbing her belly a little bit. But
She's put up some Instagrams, I think, that show some clues. Sushi, right? Sushi, a bad thing for pregnancy.
It could go either way. But then also she posted this picture of green juice, which, you know, why would you want a flatter tummy if you really can't avoid it because you're carrying a child?
Ooh, this is conflicting evidence. Okay. Lori was once actually linked to Diddy's son, Justin.
Okay.
Okay, so they were together and then engaged a couple years ago to a Dutch soccer player. She told Carissa Thompson about how he popped the question.
We were in Malibu. I remember the time. It was 11:30. I thought it was a joke. And then he went in his pocket and I started shaking.
They split up later on that year. Lori and Sean were actually spotted with her dad, Steve, on a boat in Italy earlier on this summer.
That's all. Well, then that's it. He's given the blessing. They're together.
Gave
It's
his
a beautiful
approval.
thing, right? Steve once gave us a little dating advice.
This is what I told this boy who came to take my daughter out. I said, listen to me, son. Whatever you do to her, I'm going to do to you. Now go on, have a nice time.
Sir, did you say the same thing to Diddy when he had your daughter? Sir, did you say the same thing to Diddy when he had your daughter? And maybe she may be pregnant? Sir, Steve Harvey, did you say the same thing to Diddy, or did he get a pass because you probably allegedly sold your daughter to him? I'm just saying, y'all, let's continue. Steve Harvey, he's a hot mess too, y'all.
That's graphic.
Many dads have used that line before. Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.
The creepy man has literally pimped out his own daughter to P. Diddy while she was underage, and Diddy was over 50.
Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't...
Y'all, did Cat Williams show out at that interview with Shannon Sharp? Y'all, Cat Williams showed up and showed out, and he got the house to rocking. He said 2024 is a year of reckoning, you guys, and y'all know it's been going down for these jokers, y'all. Cat Williams, he set the stage, y'all. But y'all, let's continue.
Ain't none. You would have to have a range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there.
I don't know, Cat. We might not let you drink anymore the way you we ain't even got...
You mean to tell me if Steve Harvey, your favorite comedian, you mean you've been waiting for him to do stand-up for 15 years now? He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Cat Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Cat Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it.
Y'all, Cat Williams is hilarious, and y'all, not only is Steve Harvey stealing Cat Williams' jokes, allegedly, from what Cat Williams saying, but allegedly he is, stealing these children's innocence. If you guys don't know, Allie Carter said that Steve Harvey raped her. It's terrible, y'all. It's all over the internet. Y'all go check it out. Y'all check out my videos. I did a video last night about that. With Allie Carter, but I did a video like 2 weeks ago with Allie Carter as well. She is a Diddy minor victim, but also a victim of Denzel Washington, yes, and also a victim of Steve Harvey, allegedly, from what Allie is saying, you guys. But y'all, let's continue.
Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't. People say that he lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no.
Y'all, what do y'all gotta tell P. Diddy, y'all? What do y'all gotta tell P. Diddy? Put a no. Y'all gotta tell P. Diddy no. Y'all gotta tell P. Diddy no. Put that in the comment box, y'all. We gotta tell P. Diddy no. N-O. N to the no. No, y'all. We got to tell Diddy no. No, Diddy, no. You're not gonna be look, Diddy, no more partying. You are at the MDC. It's no more partying, okay? No, Diddy, no. Application is denied. Y'all put in the comment, application denied, Diddy. Application is denied. Application denied. Put that in the comment box, you guys. Diddy, your application has been denied. Y'all, let's continue.
I should tell him no. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling.
Cat Williams hinted at Diddy and Steve Harvey's relationship a long time ago.
You guys, this is Allie. I just spoke about her. This is Diddy's minor victim, you guys. Allie Carter, if y'all don't know, she's been going and telling her truth as to what Diddy and all these moguls were doing to her as she was a young child trafficked by CPS, you guys, out of California. It is awful, but y'all, let's continue.
And you're telling me Denzel was there and it was after 1 o'clock when he supposedly left? And beanie, socks, and a gold chain. So you're telling me Denzel Washington was butt naked, he had a beanie on, socks on, and a gold chain, and that's it. in front of children. Funny, because he sure portrays himself to be holier than thou. So a lot of them do. I think.
And you guys, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. We don't know these people. We don't know Denzel. Denzel ain't never ate at my table. I ain't never hung out with him. Y'all, he portrays himself just like Ali's mother said. Portrays himself as a good Samaritan. And they're all demonic entities. Taking advantage of these babies and taking their innocence, y'all, is sad. It is so horrendous. Y'all, let's continue.
I think you also told me that one of those men have a birthmark. Left thigh. So one of those men have a birthmark on their left thigh. Yep. Did you have sexual interactions with Diddy? Denzel? And I know we don't tell on Denzel. You might not tell on Denzel, but your mama gonna tell on every fucking buddy. I ain't keeping no secrets. Denzel? Yep. Birdman? Did Birdman promise you things? So much. Like what he promised Lil Wayne at a young age. Because you know we shared the system together. Shared birthday together too.
The only reason Denzel Washington had an acting career was because, unlike Steve Harvey, he actually continued to keep in touch.
Harvey, it's great to have you on tonight. Thank you so much for this. I kept wondering if sweetening the pot in a bail offer with no more money and just an offer not to see girls was going to make a whiff of difference to a federal judge.
You know, I got to say, there was somebody in my office today in our morning meeting who actually made a really interesting point. She said, if you have to tell a judge, I swear I won't be around women, that in itself should be enough to
Y'all, this was crazy on what Diddy was trying to say when he was trying to give his belt package, like, I won't be around women, only my family will be around me. No, Diddy, all this stuff is obsolete. We know that you are who you are. You are going to be out in them streets. We don't know what you're going to do and what you're capable of doing because, y'all, the judge was looking at that tape with Cassie and the way Diddy was, you know, DVing her and doing all this stuff to her. Could y'all imagine what he was doing behind closed doors? Absolutely. The judge was like, no, you're not getting out on no bail. We don't care how much money you got to do. You're not getting out. You're staying at the MDC. Y'all, let's continue.
To deny bail.
Yeah, and I have been thinking as well why the money wasn't boosted. I mean, look, $50 million is it's not chump change. But for a guy who's professed to be a billionaire, why didn't he leverage more? Why didn't he do more? Why didn't he offer more?
Actually, I don't think it's a money thing. I think this has to do, and not even so much a flight risk. I think it more has to do with allegations that he has tried to influence and even threaten witnesses. Again, those are allegations by the U.S. attorney, but if the judge buys into that, and it seems like the judge has, then however much money you put up is inconsequential. The real issue is he trying to rig the trial? And the U.S. attorney is saying yes.
And obviously, these are the kinds of charges where that does typically happen. Not that it doesn't happen in other cases and murders, etc. But when you're dealing with sex crimes, it is so pervasive that witnesses can be intimidated and often do drop out of cases and become less willing to cooperate and perhaps testify. Can I ask you about that? Like, how, for lack of a better description, how effed is he?
Well, I mean, Ashley, you and I were around during the O.J. Simpson trial. I stopped answering that question because I thought OJ was plenty out, and he wasn't. So you never know. And as you know, the prosecution's case is strongest the day it's filed because you don't hear the defense. So I don't know. I mean, one of the things that's very clear is that they're going to argue that a lot of this was consensual. They're going to argue that the freak-offs were consensual, that the drug use was consensual. I think they're going to have a huge problem with the Cassie video. But I think this is going to be a deny defense.
And for a lot of people who maybe, they think they're familiar with hip-hop culture because they might see an awards show and maybe some music videos. Maybe people have always sort of assumed that there are these freaky parties that go on. And maybe in their minds, that's what they can be told in a courtroom, that sure, freaky parties are everywhere. And this was no different. But the difference in this case is
these freak-offs were holding women and minors against their will, rugging these people, men and women. Y'all, Diddy was doing the most, y'all. Let's continue.
Witnesses and the number of people who filed civil complaints that all seem to line up with the same kind of narrative.
Yeah, and, the civil cases will be put on hold during the criminal trial, I'm sure. But these witnesses can definitely go to court. There is no doubt in my mind that the main star witness for the prosecution is Cassie, his ex-girlfriend, who he beat horribly at the Century Plaza Hotel in 2016. But there were going to be a lot of other women as well, and men. And I think the volume is going to be very difficult for him to overcome.
So let's talk about that. I'm curious about the people who are around him, the closest to him, those executives, those security team members, those minions, the housekeepers that were listed in the indictment, unnamed, who I think right now are shaking in their boots if they haven't already been paraded in and out of the U.S. Attorney's Office. How many of those people do you think are so loyal to Diddy they might go down with the ship? And how many of them do you think are singing like canaries?
Well, I mean, look, we have seen how many cases where somebody...
You guys, as far as I know, as of today, y'all, Diddy must have been starting to sing already, and they took action. They did their investigation, but y'all, there is more to come. So Diddy is telling on certain people as to who he wants to tell on, but when those other people come, like this ex-CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, who does he know that was doing the same thing? Who is he gonna tell? Y'all, that's gonna open another can of worms. Y'all, that's gonna bring a whole nother more Pandora's box is gonna open way more once they get this ex-CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch in there, and he gets on there and starts to tell on other people, on other other clothing lines and brands and stuff like that. Y'all, this is gonna be really crazy, y'all. This is gonna open up a lot of Pandora's box. But y'all, let's continue.
Is on the line and they flip. And that's what the U.S. Attorney is going to do. I have no doubt about that. That there are people who have got to be nervous right now. Remember, I mean, they say that this was like a mafia organization that operated for 18 years. Diddy was the sun around which 1,000 celebrities circle, and big celebrities. So I don't think it's just housekeepers and security guards. Who else attended these parties?
Yo.
And I think that...
Didn't they already indict him right there? The New York mayor? Yes, the New York mayor was indicted too, you guys. I'm telling y'all, Diddy and his connects, they are all going down, y'all. The feds is bringing down the house. They said they don't care how tall you are, how small you are, how short, tall, skinny, how much money you got in the bank. Y'all are all going down. Y'all smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button, y'all. Let's continue.
That may be a reason why Hollywood has been so silent. That they often speak out. I mean, with Harvey Weinstein, everybody talked.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
Just because Denzel told you to leave a party before the devil shows up don't mean that he was leaving with you.
Y'all, why is Denzel's PR person trying to clean up his mess, his poo-poo? Y'all, Denzel knew what kind of party Diddy was having. Y'all can't tell me that when you go to a party, they say, okay, hey, the lounge, I want to invite you to a party. I'm going to be asking, what's the dress attire? What do I need to bring? What's going on? What's the event? Is it a birthday, an anniversary, a retirement? What is going on? Y'all, Denzel knew exactly what was going on. Y'all cannot pull the wool over my eyes and say Denzel didn't know about the parties. No, Denzel been to them parties. Denzel knew what time it was because Allie said that he was one of the ones that had victimized her in a statement of truth. So absolutely not. I don't have no wool pulled over my eyes for Denzel. Denzel is nasty just as well as Diddy is. So nobody can pull the wool over my eyes and think that I'm going to be believing that he went over there and he got in an argument and left with Diddy. Absolutely not. You shouldn't have never took your raggedy butt over there in the first place. So I'm not even going for that. No. Denzel's PR team was trying to do a cleanup like last week or the week before last, saying that, oh, he got into an argument, blah, blah. Denzel should have never, you should have stayed your butt home with your wife or whoever you're with. Never should have went over there. You know that those minors were over there at them parties, Denzel, because Allie said that you were one of the ones who victimized her. So, look, y'all, I'm not going for that. But, y'all, let's continue.
Now, the weird thing is, even though it's all beyond problematic, Diddy might get away with it because he can blackmail Harvey and his daughter into saying that it was all consensual.
You know, I think part of why Kamala is getting so much support is that if Trump wins, that Epstein client list is going to become public.
Yes.
And some of those billionaires behind Kamala are terrified of that outcome.
Yeah. Do you think Reid Hoffman's uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gates.
And Gates.
Yeah.
And I only ask that because you just look at them and you're like, that's a nervous person right there. I don't know. I mean, I assume you know them. Yeah.
Yes. Reid Hoffman was my vice president of business development at PayPal.
Yeah.
24 years ago.
Does he seem nervous to you?
Yeah, I mean, he's terrified of a Trump victory.
Because of the disclosure that would follow?
I think, yeah, I mean, I think he's certainly ideologically not aligned with Trump anyway, but I think he is concerned about the Epstein situation. Like something might actually, the DOJ might actually move forward.
There are a lot of videos, apparently. Those rooms on the island and I think out in New Mexico were wired for video.
Right. And where's the video? I mean, between Diddy and Epstein, there's probably several thousand hours of footage here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that the people on those videos are lecturing the rest of us about our moral failings, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
What is that?
Well, I mean, part of how they deflect attention from themselves is by, criticizing the morals of others.
Yes.
So it's sort of like a preemptive moral strike.
Yes.
I mean, as I said, I think those who are saying Trump is a threat to democracy are themselves actually the threat to democracy.
It feels like we're getting to a place where the rest of us know too much. Is this... Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's easier to live in a society where you don't really know what the people in charge are doing or why they're doing it. But now, thanks, I would say, largely to X.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say that.
Yeah.
We do know a lot. Not everything, but we know a lot. And I wonder, where does that... Like, what happens next now that we know all this? The kidnapper's shown us his face. Like, what happens?
Well, I think if Trump wins, we can do some house cleaning and shed light on things.
And now, unfortunately, because of Diddy, he's got some politicians lined up to protect his interests.
My focus right now is Sean Combs.
Okay. Tell us why. Tell us why.
Because he's a sex trafficker. And he's using music and entertainment to sex traffic.
Now, is this just boys, girls, adults, kids? Like,
I mean, from what I've heard from sources that I would consider reliable, it really doesn't matter.
Wow.
I don't think sexuality is something that has anything to do with gender at this point for Sean. I honestly think he's just an extreme narcissist who loves power. He loves the ability to manipulate and control people. Why? Most likely because he was victimized by his mentor, who...
And you guys know, as y'all know, this is Jaguar Wright. She has been telling her truth for years and years, and most of the stuff that she has said has came to light. She told us about Naomi Campbell, how she's nasty, how Diddy's nasty, how Jay-Z is nasty. Y'all, we have to listen. These are victims telling us the truth, and it's coming to light. But y'all, let's continue.
Who loved to control people.
And his mentor was
Andre Lavelle.
Tell us how
who was mentored by Clyde Davis.
Oh God. And don't tell me that Andre Harrell got touched by Clive Davis too.
I'm telling you, I don't know what happened between Andre and Clyde. What I do know is that Andre got passed over. Like, how do you go from being the president of Uptown and losing your entire company to your intern? Like, Puff started out as an intern.
Yes,
he was throwing parties with Mark Barnes in Washington, D.C. And then he became an intern at Uptown, and he was very, proactive. And if there's one thing that Sean knows, he knows pop culture.
You know, the only reason Diddy got away with it for so long was because of powerful people. On September 25th, 2020, Jaguar Wright claimed Diddy was involved in all this trafficking and that he acquired the practice from Clive Davis, who she also accused of being a pedophile and a satanist who hosts gay rituals.
With the YouTube Music app.
So you guys, okay, let me skip this video. Hold on just a second. But y'all, this is crazy. We have to listen to these victims because these victims are telling us what is really going on, what's really happening. Some people, they don't want to listen. But y'all, Ali and Jaguar Wright is telling their truths, you guys. You know, they are telling their truths. Some people don't want to listen, but trust and believe. We have to listen because what they are saying, a lot of this stuff is coming to light. Y'all, I have another video, you guys. Let me find this other video. Hold on just a second. Let me find this other video for you guys. But this right here is, hold on just a second. Let me see. This is crazy, y'all. This is going back to this video is going back to the ex Abercrombie CEO. So, let me see. This is crazy, you guys, but I believe that there's going to be more, there's going to be way more, there's going to be way more, what is it called? Hold on. There's going to be way more clothing brands that is going to be coming down. I mean, the pipeline, people are going to be start telling on them. Because, you know, Diddy's already telling what is going on, you guys. Diddy is already, he's bringing down the house, y'all. Diddy's bringing down the house. Diddy said, y'all going to be going down with me too. But he's starting to talk because he knows times is of the essence, y'all. And he is not even, look, Diddy, y'all, Diddy be doing the most. Let me see. There's a video. Let me see. I'm trying to find this one video for you guys. Hold on real quick. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. But yeah, this is only the beginning. There's gonna be a lot of people that Diddy is telling on. There's no way that Diddy is not gonna go be in there and be silent about what is going on. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let me see. Hold on, I'm trying to find this video for you guys because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, y'all. These people, I'm telling y'all, these people are not playing. They are snitching, Diddy snitching. There is like, it's going to be a whole, the house, they're going to bring the whole house down, you guys. But hold on real quick because I am trying to check out this video. Hold on, you guys. Let me see. Let me see the videos. But you guys, I can't believe that this guy, he's like 80 years old, an ex-CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, and he's a gay man, and he only wanted other men to come and open, come and apply for these positions that you guys, that he was like falsely advertising. People from other countries. Did they even speak English? This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, I found the video. I found the video, you guys. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Uh-oh.
Abercrombie and Fitch has been arrested on federal sex trafficking, and the former CEO...
Okay, I found the video. Let me just make it bigger, you guys. Hold on. Hold up. Okay, I found the video. So this video, it is a video that says what led to ex-Abercrombie CEO Mike Jeffries' Rex trafficking charges. Y'all, let's get into it.
Of clothing retailer Abercrombie and Fitch has been arrested on federal sex trafficking and interstate prostitution charges. Mike Jeffries, his partner, and a third associate are accused of recruiting young men under the guise of modeling opportunities and coercing them to perform sex acts. The indictment claims the sex trafficking happened from 2008 through 2015. Our partners at BBC News reported on some of the allegations last year, and one alleged victim who filed a class action lawsuit spoke about their experience. He's part of what he told the BBC.
I was made to believe, look, this is where everybody gets their start. This is where you want to get your start. It was like he was selling fame. And the price was compliance.
Rihanna Cruxford has been following this story from London. She's an investigations correspondent for BBC News. Rihanna, thanks for being here. First, tell us more about the BBC's role in all this. What did your investigation uncover?
This all began with a documentary and podcast series that we released in October last year called the Abercrombie Guys. Several men came forward to say that Mike Jeffries had sexually abused them at events he hosted around the world in major cities like London, New York, Venice, and Marrakesh. We also found that Jeffries and his British partner, Matthew Smith, were at the centre of a highly organised operation involving a middleman named James Jacobson, who today was also arrested. And now, these are really, really elaborate events. I spoke with a man just last month who told me that back in 2011, he was recruited for a photo shoot in Spain. And when he got there, it wasn't a photo shoot at all. Instead, Mike Jeffries had transformed an entire presidential suite of a hotel room into a literal Abercrombie store. He said it was like a movie set, and he was encouraged to engage in role play and was...
You guys, did you hear what this lady just said? That he changed the whole suite into like an Abercrombie set. And he wanted them to role play. Let me roll that back, you guys. This is crazy. This demonic entity is nasty, y'all. Let's recap on this. This is disgusting.
Aberrant events. I spoke with a man just last month who told me that back in 2011, he was recruited for a photo shoot in Spain. And when he got there, it wasn't a photo shoot at all. Instead, Mike Jeffries had transformed an entire presidential suite of a hotel room into a literal Abercrombie store. He said it was like a movie set, and he was encouraged to...
OMG, you guys. He took a whole suite and turned it into an Abercrombie Fitch store. Y'all, if this is not crazy, I don't know what is, y'all. This man is sickening. Look, he looks like a demonic entity. He looked like he's already in his Halloween costume. Y'all, this is crazy. This is disgusting. Y'all, let's continue.
Engaged in role play and was subsequently abused by Mike Jeffries. He felt like he was a victim in his very own sexual fantasy. We also heard about other extraordinary events, including in Marrakesh, which I was told up to 60 men were flown in to entertain Jeffries and his friends. And now, most of those men who spoke to me have been contacting me today, telling me that they are overwhelmed by news of the arrest. They are overwhelmed that they are finally being heard, and that these men may now be facing justice.
I mean, the details of which we have only scratched the surface are so disturbing. How was this able to go on for so long, and why was he not arrested?
Y'all, this is sickening. This is the same thing Diddy got away with for 30 years. He was doing the same thing for all these years too. And you guys, nothing ever happened to him. These victims over in the UK are happy that he's got indicted. Y'all, this is very sad and disgusting. Let's continue.
Until Tuesday.
So the men I spoke with told me that for years they felt silenced by non-disclosure agreements that they had signed. Legal documents telling them that they could be sued for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars if they spoke out. Money that they all said they didn't have. On top of that, we're talking about same-sex abuse. A lot of the victims are men, a lot of whom identify as heterosexual, some of whom are gay, and they said they also felt silenced by intense feelings of shame. Now, it was only because of the BBC's reporting that this came to light last year. I understand the FBI opened an investigation following our podcast series and documentary. I can't speak to the timing of the arrest, but what we do know is that this morning they were arrested and charged with running an international sex trafficking business.
We know Jeffrey's attorney has said he would respond in detail to the allegations when appropriate, but plan to do so in the courthouse, not the media. How serious are these charges, and could he potentially face charges in other countries?
So tonight, Jeffries was released on bail. He, his partner Matthew Smith, and their middleman James Jacobson are due to appear in federal court on Friday. And if convicted, they could be facing life in prison.
Has there been any response from Abercrombie and Fitch?
Abercrombie and Fitch today hasn't commented on news of the arrest, but they previously told the BBC that these allegations were abhorrent, and they emphasised to us that they have drastically transformed as a company under new leadership, very much hoping to strike a line under its past, given that Jeffries retired in 2014.
Brianna, from your reporting, if you were across the table from somebody telling them the top lines of what you uncovered, what you think people should walk away from, what would you tell them?
This is a story about young men who had dreams to be models, dreams to make it in the fashion and entertainment industry. Too often I have heard that those dreams get crushed by predatory agents, moguls, And today we're seeing the ramifications of some of these allegations of people being heard. But really, this is a story about men speaking out, men feeling heard. So rarely do we hear allegations from men. So rarely do we hear men be vulnerable in this way. So I would really encourage.
I just seen something in the chat. Jacqueline says, get Disney. I actually have a video on that. This with Disney, the same thing. Rex trafficking bust at Disney. You guys, I'm going to do that video next. I'm glad. Thank you, Jacqueline, for kind of reminding me, because that was a video that I wanted to actually go over too. Yes, they are busting these Rex trafficking rings up everywhere. But y'all, let's continue with this video.
People to go and listen to the podcast, to listen to their stories in their own words, and really, really reflect on what they say and the impact that this had on them.
Brianna Cruxford, thank you.
Yes, Jacqueline, thank you so much, because I am following like all these Rex trafficking busts, and they busted some from Disney. Y'all, this is getting like out of hand. I'm telling you guys, I just seen this, and I'm glad. Jacqueline, thank you for shouting that out. Yes, to me, because I did look that up, and I had planned to do that. So thanks, Jacqueline. Jacqueline Crossland, thank you so much. But yes, we're going to get on that video. We're going to get on that case too. So let me get back, because I seen this, and this one is awful too, y'all. I mean, they are busting everybody up left and right, you guys. This was in Florida, of course. And there's a police department. Let me see. There's a police department in Florida, and I like this police department chief because he believes and speaks the things that we speak here at the lounge. And they did a bust at Disney, you guys. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy. But this police officer, I watch him a lot. And yeah, it's this one right here. And he kind of has humor, you guys. I like him. The way his humor is, I like him, but he's really about getting and doing the right things and busting up these people. Because you guys, what they, hold on, let me. So this is a bust from Disney, you guys. But this police chief here in Florida, y'all, like I said, I've been watching him for some years. He will bust up people and bring pictures, and he will do his research and his due diligence about everybody entailed in this bust. And he will tell if they married, they got kids, they got this, they got that. But y'all, I am glad, Jacqueline, thank you so much again, because I was going to bring this to you guys. This is all the Rex trafficking things that are going on here in our homeland, you guys. And you don't even believe that it's happening right in front of our eyes. I've been to Disney a million times, and not once did I think about Rex trafficking of any of them employees that are working there. Y'all, I got the video. We're going to watch it, y'all. This is crazy. But like I said, I like the humor in this police chief. I wish he was like a federal agent, because I'm telling you, he be bringing the house down, and he don't be playing. He does not play. And then he researches them, and he finds out like what kind of people they are. Are they married? Oh, he be finding out all the tea. He finds out all of the tea. But let me turn the camera to him. So this is the police chief, and he's from Florida. So of course, so let's play it.
Successful operation called Autumn Sweep. We were joined by one more child, Heartland for Children, DCF, Lake Wells Police, Davenport Police, Clearmont Police, Auburndale Police, St. Cloud Police, Winter Haven Fire Rescue, Lakeland Police, Haines City Police, Winter Haven Police, Haines City Police, Marion County Sheriff's Office, Lake County Sheriff's Office, Tampa Police, and the State Attorney's Office. Now, also speaking today will be Captain Ty Thompson from Lakeland, Chief Parker from Davenport, Chief Velasquez from Lake Wells, Joni Domingue from One More Child, Katie and Parchment from Heartland for Children. I'm going to give a brief overview of what occurred, and then we're going to focus on a couple of topics. We focus on going after the human trafficking operations, and we understand that there are live victims that we're trying to rescue every day, and then we culminate with an operation such as this with our partners. And the only reason we can be successful is because of the number of partners that we have. This operation began on October 2nd, and it only lasted 5 days because of the hurricane, so we had to cut it off early, and despite that, we made 157 arrests, 47 prostitutes, 96 Johns, and
157 arrests, you guys. This chief right here, this police chief, he is not playing. But y'all, let's continue.
14 for a variety of other charges. We arrested one for human trafficking. Usually it's remarkably difficult to find the human trafficker, but we did this time. We also rescued 4 potential victims of human trafficking that admitted it up front. Now, our wonderful NGOs that are here today will follow up with all of these people, because after creating a relationship and partnership, usually they identify others who, once they become accustomed to the NGOs and see that they're there to help them, may also be noticed. But we are excited that we were able to rescue 4 potential victims of human trafficking. Now, this is such a popular thing in Florida. You know, you come to Florida on vacation. A lot of people want to leave on probation, and this time was was not different than any other time. People came from 9 other states in order to be arrested in Polk County, Florida. I take that as a great compliment. They were from California, New York, Nevada, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Georgia, Arizona, and one came to us all the way from the UK. So I don't know how our jails and lockups compare to the...
Y'all see, it's something about UK and the US with this trafficking. There is some type of connection, y'all, going on. But y'all, let's continue.
UK, but we have a subject matter expert now. 26 of those were married. The youngest John we arrested was 15. The oldest one was 61. We added 35 new felony charges and 201 misdemeanor charges as a result of this operation. What's interesting is that there were 327 prior felony charges that had been filed against these people. So we weren't dealing with a lot of people who just stumbled in by mistake. And there were 455 prior misdemeanor charges filed against these people. Now, these that we arrested, some of the charges included 2 counts of homicide, that are 2 people charged with homicide. Apparently those were all processed in the process. Vehicle homicide, kidnapping, robbery, and an sundry of other charges. So there was some very bad people that we arrested. Now, for just a moment, I want to focus on what I think is a huge concern, and that huge concern is those that came here illegally. So I'm going to...
See, they are doing this illegal stuff, but even this case right here, these women that he's about to talk about, they came from Spanish countries, and they were brought here and promised, oh, this, you can get the food stamps, you can get this, you can get that, and then they were trafficking them, you guys. Y'all, let's continue.
To roll out a couple of things for you. First, I want you to see this chart. 25 illegal immigrants were arrested in this operation. They were from Venezuela, Cuba, Colombia, Guatemala, Honduras, and Mexico. 16% of these total arrests were people who should not even have been in this country, but they were here. And they were here because we have a federal government that enabled these criminals to come into the country and then treated them very well after the criminals came here illegally. So let me share a story with you, and then I'm going to read a quote for you and then let you see a video. The prostitutes that came here, several of them had to pay off a coyote debt. Some of them said, hey, we did it because it was easy money. Others said, well, we came here and we were illegal, we couldn't get employment, so we turned to prostitution. Some of them said, we were threatened and our family was threatened if we did not prostitute for the coyotes or for the human traffickers. So I'm going to...
See, y'all, these human trafficking are trafficking these women, making them prostitute and getting paid, taking money. Y'all, this is a huge thing now that I'm finding out with all these Diddy cases. The ex-CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. And these is crazy, y'all. But let's continue.
I'm going to tell you one story about one of our suspects, Maria, and that's not her real name. She's from Venezuela. She made a conscious decision to come to this country to commit crime. She flew into Mexico from Venezuela. She walked across from Juarez, Mexico, into El Paso, Texas, with her one-year-old child, where she was greeted by the Border Patrol. Did you hear what I said? She was greeted by the Border Patrol. There was no sneaking. She flew in, she got here, she simply walked across the open border. There is no border security at the southern border. Zero. It doesn't exist. So when she was greeted, and you'll understand why we use that term in a minute, you'll understand that she went to the Border Patrol processing, where in one day she completed the processing and was released to a facility, a holding facility, a housing facility for immigrants. She said, I was given a DNA test to make sure that my DNA matched my child's. He was given a DEA test to make sure he was really my child.
Y'all, and this is how they enter into our country. He said she just walked in. From Juarez to El Paso, she just walked in. Y'all, this is crazy. Let's continue, y'all.
She said once that occurred, they set me down and they told me all about the benefits that I would get in the United States. She said I was eligible and I had to fill out these forms so that I could get those benefits. She said, so I fill forms out for Medicaid, for SNAP, which is money for food. She said I was given free travel from the border to Chicago. When I got to Chicago, I couldn't find gainful employment there, so I thought, what the heck? I'll go to Florida. And then I got to fly to Florida. She was giving free housing. All because the United States paid for that. That's right.
Y'all, can we get a plane ticket to Chicago? Can we get some food stamps? Can we get help with food? Can we get this? Can we get that? These immigrants are coming over here and getting all of these benefits because of the trafficking that they are being brought over here for. Y'all, this is crazy, but this is the operation that they busted. Y'all, let's continue.
That's right. You, the taxpayers, got to pay for that. So this was all simply walking across the border. She said it was unbelievable to me. But let me read her quote, because understand, she walked across the border. This was not a stealthful act. And then they gave her free travel, free housing, free food, free medical care.
Y'all, she literally walked over from Mexico to the USA and got all of these benefits. I mean, airline tickets, food stamps, I mean, all kind of free housing. Y'all, this is crazy. But these are what the traffickers do to set them up to try to start to prostitute them. Y'all, let's continue. This is crazy. And this was all at Disney. Y'all, this is crazy.
All why people from the hurricane are still waiting for help. Let me read in English, and then we're going to play the video clip she agreed to do if we'd use another name. When I passed through immigration, they sat me down and explained to me all the benefits I was eligible for. I was told I could apply for government assistance. I could apply for health medical insurance for my son. And I could apply for food assistance. After I finished talking to immigration, a short time passed until a DNA test was done on me and my son to prove that he was my son. Then they set me down with other people who were also waiting and had already qualified to be released. Then they explained to us that the documents we had in our hands were our personal identification in the United States, and we could use the documents to travel on buses and airplanes. They also explained to us that we could use those documents to apply for our documents to become legal here. And after that, they explained all of the benefits. They said, "Welcome to the United States of North America." And from there, they transported us to a refugee camp.
Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all, let's continue.
And all of this occurred in one day. So welcome to the United States. This is someone who just crossed the border illegally and to commit crime. And they were not only welcome to the United States, but then they were giving all kinds of benefits at the cost of the taxpayer. So let's listen to her in her words, and then we'll move on from there to other topics.
Bueno, cuando pasé, me sentaron, me explicaron todos los beneficios que tenía, que podía recurrir a ayudas del gobierno, podría recurrir a seguros para el niño, seguros médicos, podía recurrir a ayuda para el bebé solamente, ayuda de comida. Y allí, bueno, después que terminé de hablar con las personas, pasó un ratito que me hicieron la prueba de ADN para ver que mi hijo, o sea, no, era mi hijo, pues para comprobar que era mi hijo. Y después allí me sentaron en unas sillas con las otras personas que habían calificado ese día para salir. Y ahí nos explicaron que los documentos que estaban en nuestras manos, pues era como nuestra identificación aquí en Estados Unidos. Que con eso podíamos viajar, en bus, en avión, que con eso...
This is crazy, but you guys, they are telling these women this so they can get them over here and traffic them. Y'all, this is crazy. Let's continue.
Podíamos sacar nuestros papeles más legalmente aquí. Y después que nos explicaron todo eso de las ayudas y toda la cuestión, pues nos dijeron bienvenidos a los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica y ya de hecho nos llevaron a un refugio y salimos de migración.
Now understand there are 4 women listed here as human trafficking victims that were smuggled across the border in addition to her. 2 of the human trafficking victims admitted they had to pay off a coyote debt of $6,000. Make no mistake about it, the government is complicit and is aiding and abetting human trafficking in the United States because they're creating an environment for people to start out here at more than they amassed where they came from. In addition to that, there is a wide open border where fentanyl is coming across, and that is encouraged, and as a result of that, we have thousands upon thousands of people dying in the United States. And then the best that our federal politicians could say was, well, it didn't kill as many people this year as last year. I don't even need to comment more about that. All the while, we have people that are suffering, that have not received help yet from the federal government as a result of the hurricanes in North Carolina and in Florida. In Polk County, the aid's not come through yet. There are people, irrespective of the hurricanes, in this nation that need help, that need support. But they don't get that support that these folks get for coming across the border illegally. When are we going to get tired of this? When have we had enough? When have we said, when are we going to say the hardworking people in the United States are who we need to be taking care of? Not creating an environment and encouraging people to come across the border illegally in violation of federal law, and then welcoming them to the United States and showering them with gifts at the taxpayer's expense. While people...
Yeah, you guys, we have people in our homeland, the USA, that are homeless. They don't even have a place to stay, and these immigrants are just walking into the U.S. getting food stamps, free housing, and all of this, you guys. This is crazy. Y'all, this is crazy. People are homeless. They're hungry. You know, they probably got a house, no electricity or no food, and children that are hungry. And we are giving these people that are walking across our border illegally a free house, plane tickets, SNAP benefits, food stamps. Y'all, this is crazy. Y'all, let's continue.
People in our own nation are not receiving what they should receive. And here's the human trafficker we were able to arrest. Travis Hutchinson, he's 25, he lives in Davenport. He was dealing with two females, one from Colombia and one from Venezuela. Now the Colombian came to Mexico, to California, and then to here. She was recruited by a coyote who took her to the border and said, all you have to do is walk across. Understand, the coyotes weren't even having to smuggle or hide them in vehicles and bring them across the border late at night. The coyote now rounds you up, takes you to the border, and says, walk right through here and go into that processing center. Well, our Colombian victim and our Venezuelan victim of human trafficking met there. And then they were flown from California to Florida. Now, Travis was here. He was talking to the coyote in California who said, I'm sending them to you. And they had to work to pay off the debt. Travis would set up the appointments. They were having to...
They had to work to pay off the debt? That is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Let's continue.
Turn as many as 20 tricks a day a piece in order to pay off their debt. So they were paying the coyote's debt off. They were then paying Travis, and he was setting up all of these operations. Oh, they can even use Cash App if you don't have cash. It's amazing to me. So Travis, when they would refuse or say, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore, he would slap and choke one of our victims and threaten them if they did not get out and go.
Oh my goodness. So he would DV them if they didn't. Oh my God, y'all, this is sad. This is crazy. Y'all, let's continue.
Back to work. It is exciting. If this operation had only involved his arrest, it would have been a success. But let me go over a few more of the arrests. Now, what would an autumn sweep operation be? What would any of our undercover operations be where we're dealing with human trafficking, prostitution, child predators, without Disney? We always arrest Disney employees. This is Eubanus Muta. He's 28 from Davenport. He's a wood carving artist when he's not soliciting prostitution. This is Kyle Widmeyer. He's 20 from Philadelphia. He works as a custodian for Disney. He said he just moved to Florida at the end of September from Philadelphia. Well, Kyle, welcome to Florida. Welcome to Polk County. Welcome to the jail. And there's Juan Albino. He's 35. He's from Haines City. He works backstage utilities. Oh, by the way, he's married and had a wife at home. And of course, being patriotic, people wanting to have sex, there's the military members. Juan Berrio, who's 47. He's a disabled vet. He was born in Columbia. Norrell Cooper from Orlando, Navy Reserve, supply clerk. He's stationed in Jacksonville. Then there's Alejandro Parra. He's 20 from Davie, Florida. He's a paralegal in the Army, stationed in Orlando. You know what he told?
Wow, so they are all bringing down the house. They got the Army members, the Navy, all the services of the branches. I mean, people from all over that came to Disney to do these awful things, you guys. This is crazy. But y'all, this police chief and this police department is bringing down the house. They busted this this whole operation up, you guys, and bringing everybody to the forefront.
He told us, I literally do this at my job, meaning he processes papers for soldiers that are arrested. Well, heck, when he bonds out, he can go process his own paperwork. You know what I mean? And then I always like to point out the loyal husbands who leave their wives or fiancés at home while they have sex. So here's Leanthony Williams. He was arrested on Friday, October the 4th, just before he was to get married on Tuesday, 4 days later. The fiancé was out of town at the time, and hey, he had some spare time on his hands. What can you say? You know, his quote was, I hope she doesn't find out. Well, newsflash, it's going to be on every station, on social media.
He hopes she doesn't find out. You are at Disney running this operation. Who is not going to find out? Y'all, this is crazy. Let's continue.
You know, she's going to find out. Then there's Jonathan Webster. He came all the way from the UK, from England. He was here on a 2-week vacation with his fiancée. And his fiancée thought he was going to Walmart. Well, it was a Walmart of sorts. It was a Walmart of sex. A Walmart to get caught. But Jonathan's fiancée now knows that he wasn't at Walmart. He was at Grady Mart. Dominique Price, 30, from Mineola. His fiancée is pregnant. He told her that he was going to the gym for a little exercise. I guess you could call that exercise. He was arrested on Friday, October 4th, but that's okay. He had 2 days to bond out before the baby was due on Sunday.
So if you guys are just joining me, this is a Disney trafficking bust that this chief from this police department has. He had an operation going on, and it was a bust at Disney. This is a Disneyland bust in Florida, you guys. They rounded up all of these people, y'all. It was a big, huge bust. But y'all, let's continue.
And then there's always the previous sting arrest. You know, Tommy Thomas, 28, from Haines City, he was arrested in 2019. He said, hey, I had such a great time getting arrested by the sheriff's office and the team of detectives from the police departments. I think I'll go back and get arrested again. So that's what happened. And then Jose Perez says, well, you're not by yourself. I'm 38. I'm from Haines City. And he was arrested in 2017. His wife thought he was at work. Then there's Evans Joseph Jr. He was a prostitute, not a John. He was arrested in 2022 for offering to commit prostitution. And then this was kind of one of my favorites, so I gave him his own card by himself. Darren Sandiardo, he's 43, he's from Brentwood, New York. He's a volunteer firefighter, has been for 25 years. He's here on vacation. He's married with a 5-year-old son, charged with solicitation. So, there you go. But in addition to our human trafficker, if we only made...
Y'all, this is a big bust at Disney, you guys. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. People from all over, even UK, as a part of this trafficking ring. But y'all, let's continue.
These 3 arrests, it would have been a success. Because you see, in addition to a human trafficking operations, we're also doing a child predator operation. These 3 folks traveled to the undercover location thinking they were going to have sex with a child. That's right, these are what we call pedophile or dangerous.
Y'all, these pedophiles, aren't they what's in Hollywood with the Denzels and P. Diddy? Y'all, I wish this police chief was working in Hollywood, because y'all, all these nasty pedophiles, the Diddys, the Denzels, the all these pedophiles, I mean, he would bring the house down. He is awesome in what he does, you guys, and he speaks to what we speak here at the lounge. He's bringing the house down. All these are Disney operation, Disneyland operation bus, y'all. It's crazy, but let's continue.
Dangerous child sex predators. Michael Gillis is from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Now, there's a story about that. He was arrested in Minnesota for trying to have sex with a 14-year-old little boy. Not only was he arrested for trying to have sex with a 14-year-old little boy, but he was out on an $85,000 bond from that charge. So he came to Orlando to work as a videographer, and he thought, well, you know, I'm out on bond. Heck, let me go see if I can pick up a 14-year-old in Florida. And that's what he did. He showed up at our operation, and he was promptly arrested again for trying to have sex with a 14-year-old little boy, where he was put in jail on a $72,000 bond and required to have an ankle monitor. Well, you would think Minnesota would revoke his bond and say, hey, if you're out, you've got children at risk. But, you know, he hasn't been to trial yet. They haven't even revoked his bond. Minnesota's not even trying to arrest him. Now, we're working with the police out there that are working very hard to try to get him rearrested on their charges. Because after all, he didn't make his October 10th court appearance in Minnesota because he was tied up here. Now he's out on a bond wearing an ankle monitor, and he can't leave the state. So I don't know how he answers to the charges up there until he answers to the charges here. But at the end of the day, he made admissions to us. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the classic example. If these child predators are not locked up, children are in danger.
Do y'all see what he is speaking to? He is trying to round them up, put them in jail where they belong, and leave them there until they get a court hearing. Y'all, I mean, I cannot, I like this guy. He does roundups all the time in Florida, you guys. He's trying to bring down the house, y'all, at this Disney bus, y'all. He was not playing.
And you would think that he would be afraid or scared or worried from his arrest in Minnesota doing the same thing. He would at least behave for a while. No, he comes right back to Florida and does the same thing. And then there's Ezekiel Mija from Haines City. He's here illegally. So here's an example. I want the current administration, the federal government, to understand, because you encourage, because you don't have any border security, that you or not only allowing, but encouraging illegal people to come into this country to commit crime, to include child sex predators. He came here illegally, and his goal was to find a 14-year-old child and have sex with her, and that's what he was trying to do.
OMG, a 14-year-old child that this man was trying to run and find to have Rex. Y'all, this is disgusting. And these people are part of this Disneyland bust. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy.
If it weren't for our great detectives that stopped it. They travel, folks. They actually showed up at a strange house in a strange community, in a strange neighborhood, in a strange county to have sex with a child. That's how dangerous. And he told them during his communication with what he thought was a 14-year-old child, you know, I could get in big trouble if I get caught. You think? Oh, by the way, did I tell you he's married with a 7-year-old daughter? And he sent his wife and daughter to North Carolina because of the threat of the storm, and he thought, hey, my wife and daughter are gone, the storm's not here yet, I'll just go see if I can have sex with a 14-year-old little girl.
He has a daughter, and he is going to try to have Rex with a 14-year-old. MG, y'all, this is terrible. This is sickening. Oh my goodness.
And then there's Brandon Orr, he's 28 from Kissimmee. He tried to have sex with a 14-year-old little girl. Newsflash, he is a lifeguard at Disney Art of Animation Resort. So
y'all got to protect your kids wherever you go. These pedophiles were working at Disneyland, probably watching all these babies. If you got a little girl with a bathing suit on, or tank top, or a dress or something, looking at your child, y'all, these is sick people. These people are sick. Y'all, let's continue.
So he gets to be a lifeguard and sit up and look at children all day long while Disney's paying him. Did I tell you he's engaged to be married too? His wife, his future wife, can do what she wants, but I'm just thinking through this. You may want to go try to find you somebody else that's not a pedophile, not a child sex predator, because he's going to prison for a long time. We're going to do our best, because our state attorney, Brian Haas, is the very best. His team is the very best. We're going to try to put them in prison for a long time.
Sir, yes, please put them in prison for a long time. Whatever the max law awards them, please take them out and put them, because that's where they belong. They don't belong in Disneyland. While these children are trying to enjoy Disney and be kids, they can't even be kids because the pedophiles are looking at them and trying to do bad things, take their innocence. Y'all, this is crazy. Let's continue. I really like this police chief and his department, because he does not be playing with none of them. But y'all, let's continue.
So I'm going to start with the chiefs, and then we're going to have our NGOs speak to you for just a second.
Good morning. My name is Steve Parker. I'm Chief of Police for the City of Davenport. You know, and I look at these pictures and these numbers, you know, for these operations used to shock me. You know, 150, 200 in one operation. But we do it so often now, it's not surprising anymore. But to me, what is surprising is some of the ancillary crimes and the immoral acts that spawn off of these types of things. Some of the things that Sheriff Judd talked about. To me, that's what's kind of shocking. You know, I want to thank Sheriff Judd and his team and all of our law enforcement partners here in Polk County and the entire Central Florida area for participating in this type of operation. These things like this is what we need to bring to the forefront to eradicate this. And
Sheriff, these type of operations is what we need in Hollywood, right, you guys? Y'all put a 1 in the comment box if y'all think that these operations need to be held in Hollywood and all these places where these nasty Hollywood moguls are. Put a 1 in the comment box, y'all, if they should round up and do the same operation in Hollywood with all these pedophiles, so they can round up the Denzels. round up the Steve Harveys, the P. Diddy's, all of them, round them up, the Young John. Y'all round them up, y'all. This is, I mean, they were on their A game, y'all. Kudos to this sheriff's department because they went and they brought the house down. They arrested all these people and they were putting them on they know if they married, they got kids, what their jobs were. I mean, this sheriff department, they do their research and their due diligence to get these pedophiles off the streets so these kids can be safe, y'all. Y'all, let's continue.
And these NGOs that stand up here with us, these are the true heroes. These are the ones that stand up here day in and day out and do the hard work. And so we appreciate your hard work as well. Thank you.
I'm Captain Ty Thompson. I'm here on behalf of the Lakeland Police Department. I happen to be the division commander of our Special Investigation Division, who is a participant in this operation. We'd like to thank Sheriff Judd and the Polk County Sheriff's Office for their proactive stance against crimes like this against our community. I'd just like to say, in addition to that, I know that this operation in and of itself is very labor intensive for those detectives and those investigators and law enforcement officers that are involved in it. Not only were they tied up on a very labor-intensive operation that lasted well into the early morning hours of every night, that required multiple hours of overtime. They also were greeted by Hurricane Milton on the tail end of this. And some of those very detectives and police officers and law enforcement professionals are still out on the streets of this community trying to put it back together. So I'm very proud to be a part of this law enforcement community in this county, and I'm very proud of the men and women that protect this community. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Chief Chris Velasquez with the Lake Wales Police Department, and I'd like to thank each and every one of the people that are here today and all of those that worked in this operation. It was an amazing initiative. When you think about the number of people, the number of staff that it takes to manage and to run an operation like this, it's overwhelming. But with all of the folks that are partnered here today, this is just a snippet of what we do each and every day in this county. We work together hand in hand. It's all about doing the right thing. It's all about serving the public. It's all about providing justice to the victims. Look at all the people up here. It's easy to think that the police could have better things to do. Well, I want to ask each and every one of you and anyone that's out there watching, if you're thinking that we're out here just going after people that are looking for prostitutes and we could be doing other things, ask yourself how you would feel. Ask yourself if it was your son or daughter that was being victimized. So,
amen.
We got some slow learners.
Amen to this police. We have to think, is this our child being victimized? Our family members, our nieces, our nephews, being victimized? Because it's not, they victimize boys as well as girls these days, y'all. Y'all, is this our family being, victimized by these crazy pedophiles? Y'all, we have to think about it like that. We have to think about it like that. I mean, can y'all imagine taking y'all's child to Disneyland and y'all are like, your child maybe have on like something like, some leggings or something, and these pedophiles are looking at these babies. Y'all, this is sickening. This is disgusting. But y'all, let's continue.
3 people rearrested. What will it take? I can tell you right now, I can guarantee you that the people that are up here, this isn't their first time. This is their first time maybe being caught. So this is happening every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Thousands and thousands of people are being victimized, and they're committing these crimes. So we're going to continue until we can do an operation and we get 0, and then we'll still probably try it again just to see what happens. But it doesn't seem like it's going to stop.
Good morning. My name is Jody Domingue. I am the Vice President of Program Operations and Public Policy. I oversee One More Child's direct care services to trafficking survivors in Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Ohio, and also our prevention and legislative efforts nationally and globally. I would like to just offer our sincerest gratitude to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. I would also like to thank the Florida Human Trafficking Victim Fund in partnership with the Florida Sheriff's Association that provided critical resources for this operation.
You guys, if you guys don't know, they do have funds to help these victims who are trafficked. That's why they say if you know anybody that's been trafficked, or if you're being trafficked, you guys reach out to them. They have numbers, they have people to help, and they have funds and budgets to help these women. You know, they're coming off the streets, coming from being trafficked. They don't have anything but the clothes on their back probably. Y'all, they are there to help people and victims of these situations. But y'all, let's continue.
Because of them and our faithful partners at One More Child, we once again were able to be on the ground offering services. These services included advocacy, mental health counseling, lived experience mentorship. You're going to hear from one of our mentors today. Translation services, which are much needed, safe shelter, and much, much more. And we offer these services not only to the individuals who are able to be identified immediately as human trafficking survivors, but also those who are not ready to identify, those who are not ready to exit a life of sexual exploitation. What we know is that the majority of people who enter into a life of prostitution are doing so under the age of 18 years old. So what that means is,
whoa, Just Joy sent in a super chat, $20. Thank you, Just Joy. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Y'all, we are going to be watching not only with Diddy, but y'all, with other people and entities like Disney and other places. Y'all, we are going to be informing everybody of this, because y'all, this is what I'm learning is so rapid here in the homeland and the USA, on our soil, and we need to know and be aware, because if we are taking our kids to Disneyland, or maybe even going to a park or something, there are pedophiles everywhere, and we need to be aware of this, and we need to push out this information to everybody so people are aware. But thank you so much. I appreciate that, Just Joy. Thank you so much. Y'all put a hearts in the box for Joy, y'all. Thank you so much, y'all. Let's continue.
Is almost every individual who walked through those doors has been a victim at one point and offered very little options for their future. One More Child is committed to providing better options. We are committed to providing hope for a better future. We also know that we are not going to end this problem by identifying victims and providing them exceptional services. That's why One More Child is in full support and collaboration of a bill that will be introduced into the legislature called the Human Trafficking Reduction Act. This bill is going to make first-time buyers a felony. Right now, this is a misdemeanor in the state of Florida. The trauma that is caused by being able to purchase a person's body and do whatever you want to it is far too catastrophic. And the resources expended by the Polk County Sheriff's Office and other law enforcement agencies is far too much to be bound to only charging first-time offenses as misdemeanors. We will not arrest our way out of this problem with misdemeanors. It will also provide a secondary route of justice for trafficking survivors to be able to hold accountable those the players that have profited off of their trauma. It will improve the record relief process for survivors. And finally, it will provide more tools to law enforcement agencies to catch the bad guys. Something Polk County Sheriff's Office does better than anybody else. I want to thank Sheriff Judd, the detectives here today, the different partners that we get to partner with for another successful operation. Because of you, bad guys are off the streets. And because of you, survivors now are on their path to healing and have a hope for a better future. And if you are watching this and you have been coerced or forced or convinced that you need to sell your body for profit, I'm here to tell you there is help. There is hope. Reach out to One More Child or any of the hotline numbers that will be provided to you today. Thank you.
Y'all, they have budgets and money and pots of money and budgets to help with these people who have been trafficked, you guys. If y'all know of anybody, if you guys are even going through it yourself, y'all, there's numbers and people that will help you guys, or any victims that are suffering and going through these type of situations. There's budgets and monies that will help get these victims through it. But y'all, let's continue.
Good morning. My name is Christina Santiago.
So you guys, this is a Rex trafficking victim, and she is now a person, like an advocate, who helps people that were in her shoes before. She's no longer a Rex trafficker, but y'all, she helps other victims who are. But y'all, let's listen to her story and see what she has to say.
And I'm here today as a survivor, leader, and mentor with One More Child Anti-Trafficking Mobile Team. I am honored to stand here today with Polk County Sheriff's Office and with many other amazing organizations that are continuously fighting for survivors to be seen and heard. It wasn't until 2020 when I heard the words human trafficking. I came across a video on YouTube where a young woman was sharing her trafficking story. Much of what she shared, I identified with. It was like a light switch that went off, and I realized that someone out there, miles away from me, walked in similar shoes. I said to myself, my abuse has a name. I went down this rabbit hole and began searching what is human trafficking. Much of my exploitation took place in high school due to having vulnerabilities, which made me a target for exploitation.
See, you guys, they are getting these girls so young as high school and trafficking them. Y'all, this is sick. Y'all, smash the like button for this girl. Y'all, smash the like button. Let's get up to 1,000 likes, y'all. This is sad. This is very sad. Y'all, smash the like button. Smash the like button.
I was manipulated, groomed, and through coercion, it led to the start of my trafficking. Towards the end of my senior year, I was assaulted, which resulted in an unwanted pregnancy, which I was later forced by my trafficker to have an abortion. As a survivor, my story did not end there. I have spent the last 8 years healing through therapy and support from loved ones. During the last 2 years, I have been given the opportunity to use my experience to better serve other survivors. I am grateful to advocate for other survivors and to use my own personal experience when partnering with law enforcement during these operations. If you are watching this and can identify and are in need of help, please reach out to our organization here at One More Child. The scars from my past serve as a reminder that not only did I experience a difficult situation, but I made it through. Scars are not only a sign of trauma, but they are also a sign of healing. After all, there is no scar until the wound is closed. My scars help others know she gets it. And today, my mess made room for my message, and my purpose is to now serve as a mentor to those who are hurting. Thank you for your time.
Y'all, this is really sad, y'all, because people are going through this, like, right now as we speak. I mean, there's people, children being trafficked. I mean, women, men, y'all, it is terrible. But y'all, let's continue.
Good morning. My name is Katie Parchment. I'm the Resiliency Coordinator for Heartland for Children and also the co-chair for the Human Trafficking Task Force that covers Polk, Highlands, and Hardy counties. First, we would like to extend our gratitude to Sheriff Judd and the many men and women in law enforcement who took part of this operation. The level of compassion, professionalism, and determination to identify victims of human trafficking and their traffickers is unmatched. The gift of working collaboratively with other NGOs and law enforcement to provide immediate intervention and support is a model that is unique to the Polk County Sheriff Department. This collaborative approach fosters information sharing and a broad spectrum of expertise that oftentimes lead to innovative solutions to combat human trafficking. Having the ability to provide a trauma-informed environment when speaking to potential victims allows for enhanced communication and reduced trauma triggers during this process. I'm confident that I can speak for myself and the other NGOs involved that being able to meet and pour into the men and women who we meet during these operations is more rewarding and inspirational than you could ever imagine. Heartland for Children works hand in hand with the Department of Children and Families to provide intervention, services, and support to help protect children at risk of abuse, neglect, or threatened harm.
See, you guys, there are so many different entities that are willing to help. You guys, they are reaching out. I would trust this entity right here if there's anybody in Florida that has this issue, or anywhere, anywhere. You reach out to these people, because this department seems like they are on their A game. I feel like they can be trusted. Not like how Hollywood was being paid off by Diddy's and Denzel's and stuff. When there's situations, they can't, they got people that are going to tell and say that, they've been DV'd or SA'd by these moguls. And then they're, next thing you know, they tear up their paperwork, or be like, oh, nothing's wrong with you, and they never do anything. But this department seems like they are legit, y'all. But y'all, let's continue.
Through services that can help foster behavioral changes and prevention programs to help strengthen families, our mission is to protect children and help support families to self-sufficiency. We understand that sometimes being in this life is a means of survival. There are several free resources available to help people experiencing difficult times. You can reach out to findhelp.org for free resources. The Department of Children and Families Hope Florida program, the Hope hotline number is 1-833-GET-HOPE. United Ways 211. The National Human Trafficking Hotline, 1-888-373-7888. The Florida Department of Children and Families Abuse Hotline, 1-800-96-ABUSE. And then the Florida Human Trafficking Hotline that you can report directly to law enforcement, 1-855-FLA SAFE. Lastly, I would like to leave anyone currently functioning in survival mode with a few words. You are wonderfully and beautifully made, and don't let anybody else tell you any differently. You are not your past or your current circumstances. Your resiliency will serve as an amazing testimony in the future, so don't give up. Healing takes time, and trauma triggers come in waves. However, there are several resources and supports throughout our community that can help you with your healing journey. Take a chance on you and reach out for help, because there is several services and referrals available out there to help you through that journey. And even though some days will be hard, you will have to learn a new norm, and your resiliency will help you through and help you to understand that you deserve love, safety, and happiness. Thank you.
That was well said, because these victims need to hear that, what she said, coming from somebody who helps these victims, you guys, because people think, that when they're in these situations that, it's all their fault, that, there's nobody there to help them. But y'all, let's continue.
We do these operations to save the victims. And we do these operations to save the victims because they're important to us. And ladies, you will never understand just how great you are and what a dynamic process we have now, because you join us at every operation, every step of the way, and we can turn these potential victims over to you immediately, not with some bureaucratic paperwork. But I want to close with this. Imagine for a second, a country where we had border security, where we did not spend millions upon millions upon millions of dollars dealing with illegal people coming across the border, the wide open border, welcome with open arms, and given resources for just being illegal in our country. Imagine if we closed the border and could take those resources and spend them on the victims of human trafficking. Imagine if we could take those resources and spend them on those that are suffering from mental illness and drug addiction in this country. There is enough money being wasted by the federal government and the executive branch to make a huge dent in the mental health issues, to the drug addiction issues, to the human
I have to totally agree with him. I totally agree with him. But let's continue.
Trafficking victims of this country if we just cut the border off and quit causing not only the federal government to spend, we're not even talking about the trickle down of the additional millions and millions that state and locals are spending that amount to billions. Imagine that we could have a country where we spent that money on people that are citizens here that deserve to have the help that they need, that they can't afford, that their families can't afford. And if we keep doing the same old thing, we're going to end up with the same old problems magnified. The border's wide open. The federal government is a player in the crime that's occurring in this country because of people like these illegals coming here to commit crime. God bless you all. We'll see you at the next operation, and I'll guarantee you we'll be back. If we didn't get you in this operation, we'll get you in the next one.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, that sheriff is not playing with nobody. Y'all, why can't we have him as a federal agent or working for the FBI or the HSI? Y'all, he rounded up folks. He knew about if they were married, if they had kids, where they worked at, and of course in Disneyland, where these people were coming from, how they got there. I mean, he knew everything. You guys, I follow him on YouTube. He is let me get the thing for you guys, but I follow him on YouTube.
You're on your way to the county jail. You just don't realize it yet.
Yeah, he said you're on the way to the county jail.
Ask for money so you can put it in the account when you come to jail.
He said ask Santa Claus for money so you can put it in your account when you come to jail.
Controlling my
that was on
We need
Fox,
a small business
Fox 13.
I
got this.
Fox 13 Tampa Bay, if any of you guys want to rewatch it. But y'all, I've always watched this sheriff, and for a long time, probably about a year or two. He always has busts all the time. I mean, another huge bust he had was where people were stealing like TVs and stealing things, and he did a whole bust on them. You guys, y'all have to go watch him. He's always on YouTube, but he has a lot of good busts that he always does. I'm like, why can't he work for the federal government and go get them people in Hollywood? I mean, he got an immaculate team, you guys. They be bringing the house down. Why can't we have that in Hollywood? Why can't we have that in the federal government with all this stuff going on? We need that type of team right now to be working with Damon from the HSI. Y'all, this is all the things that are happening, like unbeknown to us here on our American soil. And we are unaware of it. But now, you guys, like I said, I follow these different stories on the trafficking, whether it's Rex trafficking, the stuff in Hollywood. Y'all, these are things that we need to know because there's pedophiles everywhere. Y'all, watch y'all kids, watch y'all's grandchildren, nieces and nephews, just babies 18 and under, even 22 and under, because sometimes their minds, 21, 22, their minds are still so underdeveloped. They're still naive. I'm not saying they're slow or anything, but they're naive to the fact of all of these pedophile monsters. They don't know, oh, you want to come hang out, and your child goes to hang out with them. Next thing you know, they're being trafficked. And we got to talk to our kids. If y'all have teenagers, even young adults, 21, 22, up to 25, 30. Y'all, we got to talk to our kids, because I'm telling y'all, these are things that they need to know and be aware of, because y'all, these jokers are slicker than Vaseline. They will slick talk your daughters, your nieces, your nephews, your even young babies. I mean, look what Diddy was telling about the 9-year-old Ava, the little one. She looked like she was 12 years old. Talking about, this is the little white girl that I adopted. Yeah, and then she's like, yeah, he told me if I wanted to come in and play with his daughters. Y'all, if that doesn't sound like a pedophile, I don't know what does. Why would you, as a grown man, talk about seeing this little girl playing in the street, allegedly, and say you want to go and play with my daughters? Y'all, that is sickening. But these are what these pedophiles do. But y'all got to talk to y'all. Y'all protect the kids, y'all. They protect the kids. Kids need to be kids. Kids need to be kids. Allow them to be kids and not take their childhood away. That causes trauma for them for the rest of their lives. Y'all, it's sad and it's disgusting. But they are out there like that. They are out there like that, y'all. That's what they do. And we got to protect them. And we got to, like, we got to be on our A game and protect them because they're innocent. They are very innocent. Y'all, it's sad. It is so sad. It is terrifying. It is traumatizing for those who've already endured things like that, like Allie, Jaguar Wright. They've experienced things like that, and that leaves a trauma for the rest of their lives. For the rest of their lives, you guys. But y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed my live, you guys. Thank everyone for the super chat. Thank everyone who hit the like button. Y'all, I'm not going to keep you guys not much longer. I'm going to get off here. I will definitely be on here tomorrow and see what else is going on with this case with this ex-CEO at Abercrombie and Fitch. See if there's any more breaking news on it. But y'all, I appreciate the love, the kindness. You guys, lead with love, peace, and tranquility, you guys. Subscribe to my channel, you guys. We are here. We are the Loungers, and we are growing at a explosive rate. So y'all, like, share, subscribe, and share this information with y'all's friends, people y'all work with, your relatives, nieces, nephews, mothers, grandfathers, grandmas, aunts, uncles, everybody, because people don't know that this is going on right here in front of our eyes, you guys. It's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. Today's my birthday, says awesome live. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Today is my birthday. I appreciate it, you guys. And you guys, I love the fact that you guys are supporting my channel. Like I said, it doesn't cost. Hit the like button. That's free. Y'all can hit the like button and y'all can help, support my channel by that. So y'all, I'm not going to keep you guys. Lead with love, peace, and tranquility as always, you guys. And I will be here tomorrow to bring you guys more information, any breaking news or any more updates on this stories, any trafficking that I find, you guys. I'm going to go live and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to bring it to you guys. But y'all have a good night. And yeah, good night. Sleep tight. And I will see y'all tomorrow, y'all. Have a good one. Good night. Bye-bye.